Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well today. We are just waiting on the Grand Finals Game 4 to start, Mastro versus Saykoya. I am Barrett, and I will soon be joined by Sparky. I think they are quite a lot of time zones behind me, so they're just kind of getting up and getting ready. I think we'll have maybe some other people joining today. It is Monday, which means that obviously people who weren't working over the weekends, that is now a thing that they have to consider. But yeah, I will be here just by myself at the moment. Mastro and Saykoya, as far as I know, they're all getting ready to start. Checking the channel. No bands coming in just yet, but normally they'll start in the next 5 to 10 minutes. But for the moment, we're just going to chill. I'm going to do some socials posts. Yeah, I think we will be ready to go fairly soon. Also, hello Marco, I hope you're doing well today. I see you in chat. And yeah, we are once again on YouTube. We've been enjoying, I've been enjoying the swap over actually, personally. It was kind of cool to just be able to be like, scheduling the stream for a 5 PM start my time, and then just letting people be able to see that. That was pretty cool. I hope that was like helpful to people who are thinking about tuning in today. Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of a pre-show. It's been an interesting final so far. I think game 1, a bit of an unfortunate turn of events. Saykoya walked into a lethal, but very well calculated by Mastro. They knew exactly how to punish the positioning that Saykoya chose. Game 2, very long, drawn-out game, lots of positioning, and very strong game plan coming out from Saykoya into a really cool lethal. Game 3, a little bit more underwhelming, I have to say. Saykoya just kind of left their stronghold open. It's an unfortunate reality that happens sometimes. Welcome in XMO, hope you're doing well. But yeah, for the moment, we're just going to get ready. And then Sparky's here, so I'm going to drag them in. Yo, welcome in Sparky, how are you doing today?
Hello. Doing okay.
Nice. We are looking at... Oh, we even got a tweet from the official Wargroove Twitter account, so they're all doing socials posts and everything. Oh, it's an exciting day. I'm looking forward to it. And this could be the last day as well. This could be Mastro taking the championship.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Be good. I was before the stream talking to XMO about getting a trophy set up for the winner. Yeah, this time around we'll do a trophy. We tried doing one in the past, but I actually don't know if it made it to the person or not. I think there was some issues with like the company that we had chosen to do the trophy.
I see.
But this time around, we're going to, I'm going to do it personally. I'm going to make sure that's all sorted and... But anyway, are you looking forward to this? What do you think we're going to see today?
Let's see, so... Koya... It's probably Mastro that gets picked this time, and Koya that chooses side.
Most likely,
Which...
yeah.
So let's see, what map would they probably go to?
Because so far it's been Headland, Heartseeker, and Once Upon a Heist.
Yeah. I feel there's a chance of open season, like kind of standard stuff, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of curious what Saykoya's going to ban in this instance.
Apparently, Koya's been banning Gilgalot all this tournament, so...
That makes sense. I could see that not being Saykoya's cup of tea.
Yeah.
So that leaves us
So
with
like,
Meadow, Open Season, and...
Locus Ammonius.
Yes. I haven't seen Locust in a while, actually.
Yeah, the TA thing, I don't think anybody's figured out like a good counter to it.
Yeah, I know it
like,
got some level of changes, but I don't know if those were enough.
Yeah. It still hurts the map, but I think it's still playable. Though I don't think either player wants to be the one who picks it because then you get the bad TA.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, I feel like season's probably very likely unless Koya found something on meta.
So yeah, Meadow or Season. I guess those are going to be the two main options people will go for this time around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like I'm just curious. I mean, this is the start time right now, so we're at 5 o'clock my time that they agreed to play on, so we should see bans coming in any minute now.
Yeah.
And I assume they're going to do the same bans. The thing that's going to be interesting to me is what Saykoya going to pick. Because I think there could have been an interesting game plan with twins in game 3, but the main problem they ran into was they just like died to Zawon before anything could actually happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully it's something interesting. I don't particularly want to watch Zawon Mirror, for as much as I know that is like kind of the meta right now with the way our picks and ban system is going.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I'd love to see like Ryota come out, Koji come out, any of those kind of like wacky picks that are like mid tier right now. I mean, like I could see like a Ragnar coming out and Saykoya just like having something prepped with that.
Emmerich time.
Could be Emmerich. Oh, imagine if we got Emmerich versus Zawon on open season. That would be like the ultimate test. Because for people who are just tuning in who may not know, earlier in the tournament, Saykoya played Emmerich, who had been considered not great. He had received a bunch of nerfs in the last balance patch. He was generally considered a bit too strong up until that point.
Yeah.
So or like he was a bit too like his tier 2 was like a bit too cheesy. There were some bugs related to it that hadn't been fixed. So he got some nerfs, and then
the speed
sorry.
the speed nerf hurt a lot. Because going from 175 to 250 means you're timing around the same time as Zawon and being slower than Wolfar, if that's an option.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to stay even through Zawon Groove, which is very difficult, but still possible, because it's very difficult for Zawon to break Emmerich.
Yeah. I think there's like the aspect of it as well that Emmerich's more about like getting a setup for very long-term play, and like that makes him kind of a bit less flexible, because there's a very kind of like there's a game plan you have, right? Like you're either like trying to get archers at a certain time and then like push in a certain position, and if your opponent knows you're going for that, then you know they can play around it and go for some other timing.
Yeah. It's typically wanna disrupt Emmerich by grabbing the eco on other parts of the map. Oh, I just looked at what the map is. It's Gilg.
Oh, is it Gilg? Oh, interesting.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we were
Koya
told...
did not leave it unbanned then.
Okay, I wonder what he banned instead.
I mean,
Maybe
Koya left it unbanned.
I think Sneaky was right when they said this yesterday. Like, we should probably have this be public information. It's a little bit too late to enforce that now, as we are coming into the last day of the tournament. And, ooh, interesting.
Ooh, okay.
So
Yeah. Okay.
Vesper Pistol Wolfar banned by Mastro and Vesper Pistol Zawan banned by Saykoya, so we're not going to see a mirror matchup. I mean, unless they both pick
Yeah.
like Emmerich or something.
Yes, I think this is something where Mastro and me. Well, actually, I think all of us agree that Zawan's better on this map, but Wolfar is way harder to play against. I mean, that's kind of the norm, but it's more extreme on this map than other maps.
Oh, we got Ollie joining us. Welcome in, Ollie.
Yeah, only.
Sorry, I missed the ping.
All goods. Can one of you tell me? Oh, actually, I should take off Zawan off of this then, because there's no Zawan being played by Mastro today.
Crazy.
If one of you can let me know what the picks were, that would be good.
Yeah. I'm looking at the lobby right now, so I'll see when they slot in. Yeah, Mastro going P1. Going Cyan Wolfar.
So was that Zawan you said?
Wolfar on. Cyan Wolfar on Mastro.
Ah, fair enough. Ooh, we get to see a Mastro Wolfar. We don't. That's not something we get to see too often.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's only really been on like Guild against people who are like. Actually, I think only against me because I think we both saw that Zawan's better on this map. Like, I think some of the stuff we figured out was that Wolfart is slightly stronger than we thought because his timing and ability to grab center positioning is strong. At the same time, we do stick by Wolfar's inability to scale on this map harder than and it's harder than other maps. Koya, you better not actually be selecting Merciful.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, yellow Zawan.
Zawan? Okay.
He switched to Merciful for a second.
Oh, just to troll a little bit.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. So yellow Zawan, interesting.
Yeah.
Not a color choice we get to see too often. All right, well, just let me know when they started the game, and we'll hop in.
Yep. They're live now.
All right, they live there. All right, let's get into it then. All right, welcome in everybody. We've got Game 4 Grand Finals of the 2024 Wargroove Championships. Mastro versus Saykoya. Mastro up 2-1 right now, and they are going to Gilgamesh for Game 4.
Yeah, this is interesting because from what I've heard of the bans, Koya's been banning Guild all tournaments. So either Koya is just playing into a map he doesn't like, or he's been banning this map to keep hiding something, or has just found something out right before today. Because today was Koya's pick for map.
That's fair. I mean, we did see Mastro almost lose on this map several times, actually. So it is, maybe Saykoya is just like, maybe I could beat Mastro on this map. Maybe Mastro isn't as strong. And actually, something interesting here. Saykoya, a lot of people have been saying he's been going first sword to support Commander on this map, but in this case decides to play the more standard route.
Standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was just trying stuff out in a non-serious setting. I think that was just a standard comp. Which is still serious, not as serious.
Do you remember the wagon opening? Classic Barrett move on this map? Because I remember it. It was a special time during this map's history. Special time.
I maintain that Wagon was a perfectly viable opening on this map.
I think it was fine. After discussing it with Mastro, they say were like, you need the knight. At least in Wargroove 1, you needed the knight because or dragon. You don't buy a wagon because you wanted to get a dragon instead. Because like early dragon was really strong in Wargroove. Probably
Ooh,
not as strong on this version of the map, but still. Ooh.
okay. Deviation from Koya going for hit.
Makes sense, because if you go for the hit, that means your sword can decap village no matter what.
Yeah.
Build a lot of groove on your commander that way, so...
And yeah, here's the reason why you typically don't hit sword, because it goes into the forest and has enough defense that it barely lives commander hit next turn. So you don't go unit count unless it hits from the road.
I guess you do it to catch up, though. Like, I guess in some matchups, if the groove disparity matters, hitting the sword early can be worth the eco lead if it means you can get your
Well,
groove
capping
online
gives
quicker.
more. Capping gives one more groove than
Okay, interesting.
I believe. Let me double check how much exactly.
Maybe they just want to delay the heal,
Yeah. Oh, it's
or
2
not
points.
delay
'Cause
it,
it's
but
8
like
for it's
they
8
want
for
to get
attack and something.
the heal on that Vil.
Yeah, later. Because this gives a better. Yeah, because if you get dragon immediately, you typically have to heal slightly less from Vil. Yeah.
Hi, Sechan.
Yeah,
Hey,
welcome in,
hello.
Sechan.
Oh,
Oh, coming in just in time to see a dragon get built.
Oh, perfect. And Gilgamesh, okay. I'm catching up.
whoever does have to be careful he doesn't just die here, because there's Wargroove.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, he has to heal that one.
Saykoya leaving Wolfer unbanned. I'm very surprised.
This map, like, I think is Wolfar's weakest in the pool. So it's mainly a question of does Koya think he has the mental and speed to play against Wolfar, which I think he does.
I think it's one of the strongest because it's like kind of small. So
That
like even
benefits Zala more than Wolfar, I think.
yeah, that's true actually.
Actually,
No,
no,
but
that's
like
safe.
still.
Yeah, hitting the sword makes that safe.
Okay, that's really scary though.
Wait, is that safe? Because you have a
Okay.
sword and Wolfer Groove and
That one is at 41. Sword is 15 plus groove 22, up to 37, and I doubt an 8% sword does 4% commander.
Oh, that's so scary.
that's terrifying. Wow, you have to know exactly down to the bone what you're doing now.
This is an opening that I would be amazed if Saykoya hadn't done this before.
Yeah, there's no way. Like he was too confident hitting that sword.
Yeah, and Mastro knows it as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so mage will cover.
Yep.
I mean, even if Mage didn't cover, you could just eat the dragon.
Oh yeah, that's true. Although there's like that funny play of just like covering all the flagstone, which would be like awkward because you don't have enough units and you'd have to be out of position.
You could make it work. Knight could go over to support.
Yeah, the alternate option
yeah,
is you
yeah.
block the tile right of the dragon, so Wolfar can only golf upwards.
Yeah, that's true as well.
But I don't think that's possible either because of the knight.
Actually, funnily, if the knight... I mean, obviously the knight really wants to go center and hit one of these villages, but... Oh, that's actually a really nice lineup for a sword crit onto that.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that's really smart.
Yeah.
If the knight really wants to go and hit this 7 village, but if it did go to this top left flagstone, it would prevent... It would, like, cover the dragon hitting Wolfar, which is kind of funny to think about.
Is it a good idea to like decap that village and then capture from the mountain? Because then the dragon gets a free hit on the sword on the mountain.
It gets a
But
hit
it's
on the
one-
dragon. It gets a hit on the knight, which is the problem.
No, you can cover that, but like you can, but you can't
Oh.
cover the. Yeah, you can cover that like
Oh,
that.
okay. Mastro actually goes for it. Okay.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
so-
something I tried to use against him, along with delaying opposing commander for 1 turn. But
Yeah.
huh.
I was wondering.
When he talked with me afterwards about the match, he said that Oh, okay, base skip dragon.
Ooh,
Okay.
okay, base skip, alright. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense
I
on this
think
map.
this is not. I think this is actually needed for this opening.
Oh
But
yeah.
when Mastro was talking with me afterwards, he said that the opening didn't work because it just got too messy. And also for when I did my version of the opening, Wolfar was actually in range of the knight to golf it.
Oh, and he's not doing the sword crit. He's just gonna use the knight.
I'd actually just for the sake of argument saying turbing out the dragon here is pretty sensible, and you always have to remember that whenever you base skip, you're not actually losing a unit, right? If you buy
If you're
an
building
extra
tower.
unit with it, so they're actually not even losing unit count. They just bought an expensive tech unit from a different
Yeah,
place.
yeah, good point. Plus, like, you'd rather have like one dragon and one sword than two swords, even if it means you don't skip in barracks.
Yeah, all it does is it slightly loses value compared to like
Yeah.
area normally. But that's still
You're
very
missing a
minor.
production,
Yeah.
but like if you can tactically justify it, then strategically it's advantageous. So
Hilariously, there's no anti-air defending Zawin, though. You could always just vine the dragon if it goes in.
I am wondering if there's a bait there. Like
Oh,
I don't think it's
baiting
safe.
the dragon in, and
I
then you
think it's
just
not
surround
possible.
it with vines and your own dragon.
But if you put like a sword next to a dragon on a mountain, you can surround it. Yeah, I think it's really easy to, like,
problem is I think the sword can die.
Mm,
Yeah,
I don't.
it gets
I don't think so.
complicated.
Yeah,
Because
because
like
you
the
need
thing,
to
the thing is, Koya's dragon reaches is the problem, and like knight reaches bottom side, so like maybe there's an idea there.
Oh, you can like block below and the mountain. Plus, like on the left,
Yeah,
you
I think
can
so.
hit. Yeah, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think
That's
it
gonna be a
does
good
work, though I'm not fully sure. I would have to see the position like at the end of Mastro's turn, of course, because
Yeah.
yeah, I think there is an idea for free hit in the commander. Though the question is also whether Mastro wants to centralize the dragon.
Yeah, you can also like push it like into the forest to be in the exact middle of the map, which is not bad. It's very scary.
Master is a little bit behind on the timer by this point. Not a lot, but running theme between these matches is Master is just the slower player out of the two. So it's turn 7. The disparity is about a minute, probably at this point, but you always gotta keep an eye on it and spectating, because well, unfortunately for Mastro, if you lose on time, give Saykoya another chance. You don't want to do that if you can clinch it right now.
I was actually wondering, like, would it be worth it just to have charged in there and just like damaged the sword and killed the dog? Because the punish is like a couple of swords and a dragon, which would die to like the mage follow up.
Is that?
I don't think you can. I don't think you can protect the mage from getting hit. Is the problem?
Mm,
Uh,
the
I
only
mean-
thing that could hit the mage is a damaged sword.
yeah,
that
it would be
point.
like one that got hit by like Wolfar.
Yeah. So in the forest it's fine, and that would
And
cover
that would
everything.
actually covered, yeah.
That would also counterpunch really hard too.
A bit like now, like Knight would have had to have killed the dog, but
I think the issue will be like Zavan vines coming up and messing you up next turn.
Well, there also you could buy production the turn after and then just chase Wolfar away, and Wolfar loses initiative.
Yeah, it's very risky to do.
Yeah,
But
you'd
it's
have
cool
to
option.
make sure you'd have to make sure that nothing actually is dangerous. And honestly, I think the night buy out of the racks in a heartbeat would be very dangerous to deal with.
Oh, he's
I guess you
going
have
for it.
Wolfar.
Yeah, he's going
You have
for it.
Wolfar glue. You have Wolfar Groove to save with it, but okay, free hit on Zaman.
Yeah. Exact
Expected.
sequence. I think it's
Exactly.
pretty good.
I guess the question is like, what does? I feel like you can't like, for like the plan of like going in with the knights. Yes, I don't think there's good retaliation this turn, but you can't stay there the following turn. I feel like.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to run away.
So you kind of just lose the knight at that point. For
does
the
the
dog.
Knight die?
Dragon.
I mean the dragon. Yeah, like sure it might be covered by other stuff, but you don't. Still feels really bad, I think.
Okay.
I
you
Well,
think the
also
dragon
you
can
also-
cover the dog from behind if it has. I
Yeah.
don't. Is it 7 or 8 range for a dragon? 8. Yeah, then it covers. It covers the dog.
Yeah, so
so
go
you
around
lose
the
the knight.
flagstone.
Is that safe for Wolford? You can get trapped.
I mean,
You have mage.
there's enough.
You have mage.
There's enough around. You can.
Yeah.
There's nothing that survives 2 hits from a lot of this stuff, so you're fine.
Oh, the problem is that the 5 range because you can't put a vine behind.
Yeah, you can't put Vine to the right. And also, a Vine would die below Wolfhard, so you need to block a lot on the bottom side, which doesn't give you enough for the other sides.
I guess like tier 2 in this position would actually work because it can block enough tires to make it work, or you can even put a dragon above and then block that. Oh,
Yeah.
pretty awkward though because of the village.
alright, which comes out fairly obvious by...
Yep.
Okay, so turn 7, we have a dragon and a witch on both sides, getting volatile.
Interesting to see that up. Anytime we see a dragon, a witch bite soon ensues. Crazy, right?
It's almost
Sounds
as
like-
if they're made better in this game.
Yeah, crazy.
Counter
crazy.
dragons.
The score is 2-1 in Saykoya's favor, right?
Mastro's favor.
In Mastro's
Oh.
favor.
Oh, Mastro is 2. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mastro is.
Oh,
Saykoya has blundered twice.
that's impressive.
Yeah.
So if he wins this match,
It's over.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't Oh my god, that's a little.
And
bit
then we
terrifying.
have a new champion.
That's actually terrifying. I thought there's at least 2 more games until that gets decided. Wow.
I mean, it can still be 2 more games.
Yeah, it can be 2
Oh, yeah,
more
yeah.
games.
But like now there's like a chance for it to be a single game and it's finished. Wow. I
Yeah.
had no idea. Okay.
I mean, that happens
I
the
think
same way
s-
either way, right?
Yeah. I think this map is even enough in general that like Saykoya can actually legitimately bank on timing Mastro out here because it is hard to
Gil-
prove an
yeah.
advantage.
Gilga's super stally.
Yeah,
Because-
it takes forever to get to the mid game position where you're able to do anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I think like last time I saw the game, like last time I was like watching a big Gilga match, like Zeronix pulled up Ballista because they could do that. It takes enough time. So yeah, we might see some interesting buys later on. Probably a lot more archers than you would normally see on a map because they can get out
Yeah.
relatively quickly.
And all the terrain makes it kind of harder to hit them.
Mastro can actually normalize unit count to make it as if he never base skipped. If he buys 1 more area unit this turn, because Saykoya has 2, he has 2, but he skipped for 1. So if he gets 1 more area unit this turn, so maybe like a balloon, with like pikes, I think that would be nice. It's completely
No,
equal.
Golem.
Golem. Oh, never mind. Okay. I mean, I guess that's...
Unit
Golem
count
makes sense.
unit count equalizes if you just builds from second racks this turn. Actually,
I mean, you can't equalize if he just kills some stuff.
yeah.
Yes, that's true. But like,
That's-
That's like the main thing I'm seeing right now. That sword.
the thing is that like Saykoya bought 2 air just
Oh,
like
you
Mastro.
they normalize. Okay.
And then
sorry.
also
Yeah.
they're probably losing a Vil as well, right? Saykoya,
Um,
because there's that 1 HP.
soon.
I don't know if you kill it this turn, but
I think you can at least decap
you
it.
can decap it with the dragon if you really are desperate to do that. Because you can go around the other side.
Oh
Have to
yeah,
be the
it's
left
safe
side,
on the
yeah.
left, yeah.
But it's the question of do you want your dragon to be positioned there?
Yeah. Also, that might be a bit harder to protect from getting surrounded.
You have swords.
Yeah,
They'd
at the
have to
same time, it's a
decap
bit
the Vil. They'd have to if you cap the
Okay.
Vil, there's no chance because they'd have to decap and then cap it again, which would definitely take too much.
I mean,
I
there
don't
are sword
see
crits in range, so that could possibly happen. Either way, it's messy.
Can you get
Yeah.
behind if you do 2 sword crits? I guess what does 1 sword crit knock it out?
Yeah, sword crit knocks down the Vil by itself.
Okay.
Yeah, it does like
It's
6,
60
right?
damage. It's 60
So-
damage.
Got it.
Yeah,
I mean, at that
1.5,
point, you just walk your CO forwards. But
Yeah. Yeah, Zawin can be used in the body block to trap the dragon as well as the thing.
I wonder what's Mastro thinking. He's just not healing that 8% sword in the bottom left, even though he could
I
from
mean,
that
yeah.
way.
It's not
Into
going to
the
be in the
suppose.
fight, I don't think. So
I
I
mean,
guess you can afford one
I
this
mean,
turn.
eventually, right? And like, if you wanted to use it
Yeah.
as like ammo, it's in the wrong place for ammo. It's way too far from Wolfar, so I'm not sure. I don't think that's.
can
I
we
would
see
feel
where
that.
the Saykoya's witch is freshly built off the tower, right? It hasn't moved
Yes.
from there. Okay.
project.
Yeah, so first witch being Mastro's witch in the middle is actually huge because of zoning.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, getting center control is
Well,
huge.
yes,
Yep.
but the counter zoning would be to buy like another mage, and then you can push forward with your stuff because then you don't have to be deathly
so-
scared.
Positioning is better for Mastro, right now.
Yes, Mastro has
For
more
sure.
aggressive hair, but it's not like
Yeah.
Saykoya's out of the game or anything.
Oh no.
Tier 1 is now active, so do you
Yep,
think
so
we're going
now
to see it this turn, or probably a hold for tier 2?
I don't think so.
Probably
What would you do with tier 1 in this
Yeah,
turn?
what do
Don't
you
let-
do? Wolfar can kind of ignore it too.
Yeah.
Like
You have a single hit this turn, I think, with a dog on the
You're
sword.
not-
That is not enough. Yeah.
you're not like pushing. They're not like pushing into you because like they're just holding center because they have a lot of pressure on the other side. Like what you can't stop the side hits like in normal Gilga. Well, in normal Gilga, it's also like this, where your opponent kind of just steamrolls your flank and you let it happen.
Although this is a map where spamming tier 1 Greenfinger or Zavan can actually work instead of waiting for tier 2. Because it's so small and you can make some nice choke points in the right fight.
Yeah, but they don't really have firepower. All their firepower is on the flank.
I mean, yeah.
and like, what do you?
Yeah, it's
you
just
don't-
like swords and
Everyone's-
dogs.
Tier 1 spam requires the opponent to actually be fighting.
Yeah.
Yep,
So you,
yeah, that's
I
true.
like. I
You
wouldn't
don't
be
want to
surprised-
initiate into Wolfar without doing significant damage.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Mage Knight, Double Knight, some sort of like they need another knight at some point.
Mm, does a Hex Knight get one shot on planes by Dragon?
Yes.
It
Okay.
Dragon
does.
is 105 base. Dragon
which
was
is-
105 base. It's,
I think it's like actually worth it
nice.
here to like hex the Saykoya's knight and then kill it with
on the
Dragon.
left.
Yeah, like sure the mage can hit it, but like that's the only strong unit Saykoya has deployed besides the Shazam
Problem
Dragon.
is Witch cannot escape getting hit crit by other Witch. So I think that just makes it too. Unless you block for it, which I
Could,
don't
you
think.
could.
Can you? Move,
Oh,
I don't
yeah, you
think
can.
you're. Can you move your mage in range to counter hit? It'd be tight. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
I
can.
mean, no, because the mage is too far on the right.
Yeah,
Okay,
one,
so
two,
he
three,
gets a
four,
hot
five.
Okay, so he's going for a unit count.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to both hex and protect the mage. That's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Yeah.
That might be like a good play otherwise, because like that's the only unit deployed. And then Saykoya's like in trouble against the Golem.
Yeah.
And then
It's kind of
Golem-
the reason why I was interested in it. Like, I think in the early game, like, trading Dragon Hit for killing the Knight, I think is actually good. But mainly
Yeah.
because also it's hard to protect the mage after.
Yeah, indeed. Although you could Zavan Vine to like make it free. But then you burn
I'm
Groove.
talking about, like, super early when the first, when the Dragon got first
Oh,
built.
like for like turn 5,
Oh, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's the
that's-
Zawan groove percent at compared to Wolfire?
Wolfar's way
Absolute-
ahead.
Okay, Wolfire's
Absolute values, Saykoya's at 153, Mastro's at 167 for absolute values.
Okay.
Which is 103% for Zavan and 167% for Wolfar.
Yep.
For my fellow percentage enjoyers out there. Which is Beret. I think Beret is the only one besides me.
Okay. Standard
Oh,
stuff
so he
here.
won't go. The Night Crit just. Yeah, the Night Crit forced the Golem to go right, not top. Which could actually come into play. The Golem wants to be kind of top there, next to the forest. Not next to that forest.
Yeah, you mean the center forest?
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Not center, but like the one that's like close to your barracks.
Okay, this
above
is
Oh, I
the
get what
village.
you mean. Yeah, never mind.
this is
Never
another
mind, yeah.
strategic difference right here. Is that Master is going to be able to get a village for free compared to Saykoya, who's going to have to invest more time into capping that. So Mastro, I would say, is officially like slightly ahead now.
The main
at
thing,
least in
Mastro's
eco.
gonna have like a bit of eco because he's had center for the entire match, so that's one village ahead.
Yeah. But with this extra side village, I think that's probably not enough to convert, but it's enough to maybe actually start getting aggressive and pressuring further down with enough time. Because it doesn't like Saykoya didn't build anything in response a turn or two earlier, so like what are you gonna do with that Cornerville? That Cornerville is really hard to get back once it's gone. It's really
Yeah.
painful.
I agree.
You don't like losing it, so
But
maybe
maybe better.
it's
surprisingly,
You,
Mr. Saykoya is not building any
I,
spears to
I'm aware
block
I'm
that.
muted.
yeah.
yeah, but maybe potentially a spear buy from Saykoya if they want to defend it, but it's just not fun. Not fun at all.
Completely taking over the middle, and he doesn't have to push anymore. He can just
Yeah.
like hold the position, right?
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
as long as the flank holds for Mastro. Mastro's ahead here,
Yep. No need to
Yeah.
keep attacking.
and they still have a target. They still have that weak field that they can aim at.
And they're playing fast too, so I don't think timeout is at this point is an option. I mean, I guess it
Well,
still could be.
time-
I
Timeout's
mean,
a
Guild can
game
stall for a
plan.
while.
Yeah. You're just trying to make the position as
Okay.
complicated as possible for as long as possible for your opponent. You
neither-
want your turn to be easy.
If neither player gets a decisive T2, this could go on for a while.
Yeah, it's true.
That's it. Yeah, this is
Oh,
also. I'm curious if Mastro goes in soon because there's the timing of Wolfhard T2 before Zawin T2. But at the same time, I think he has a bunch of time for that because Zawin's still like roughly 100 charge away. So we shall see.
Very interesting. Yeah, and that's a good play, I think, to hit the spear because now it can't decap, right?
Yeah, can't decap, and if it tries to keep hitting the sword, the mage comes in and murders it.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Although you could buy, I guess, like an archer behind it.
Yeah,
Although that's a lot of commitment just to the corner.
maybe.
What are Sakuya's options beside timeout?
Well, out grinding.
That one scales better. Yeah. It's like if Koya can maintain parity or like get back to parity, and then pop T2, he's golden.
Yeah. Getting to parity isn't necessarily out of
Gonna
the
be easy.
playbook here.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely on the table, but it's not gonna be easy. I don't think.
Yep, this is a little bit scary. The armies are meeting. I think stuff's about to happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
looks like the grind is starting. I mean, Saykoya does have the advantage grinding here, just because the production is much closer.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Just have a hard
But
extra.
you don't want to be. It's always like it's tough because Wolfhard gets grooved next turn, probably.
Yeah, it's 10 points away. There's like no way he doesn't.
Wait, like he needs to kill our unit. I think like one
Yeah,
sword crit
bottom
off that
left.
7 health will do it.
Oh yeah.
Bottom left gives you
Oh, capture
One
that
kill and
village
one
as
of
well.
anything else.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
one
a-
kill and
yeah.
anything
Can you
else.
kill Zaban here?
I doubt it because there's only one side open and not.
Yeah, he's blocking. Yeah, he's blocking the top left. I guess like you could like harpy and do that for the damage, and then witch hex, and then dragon, and then suicide. No suicide. Nah, I
Maybe-
don't think so.
I'd be interested to see if they buy a balloon or a harpy this turn, because they'll overload their the air.
Yeah, I think they
Mastro doesn't
should.
have enough air. Yeah, Mastro, you can force a mage buy, which buying mages isn't bad, but ideally, you don't want to be forced to buy a mage. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm surprised there's only one knight on each side. Okay, I guess now
Mage
two
knight.
knights. I guess now 2 knights.
Okay, that works too. I mean, maybe they want the extra punching power because they're playing Zawan, and I can understand that. But I still
Yeah.
think Harpy is a pretty interesting buy here.
I would have bought a
I-
harpy, I think, and then double spear.
Oh, just the
Yeah.
crit did it, by the way. So
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so what
I
will they
guess-
use it for? That's a question.
Or do you still wait a turn is the question. Though you are starting to get a little dangerously close to, I think, getting forced out.
Yeah, I don't think you should actually fight here. I think just pull back enough so you can punish your sword getting killed.
I think
Yeah.
hilariously this second sword in the middle is actually kind of safe. 'Cause there's not
Yeah.
much that wants to go in on it.
I don't think you should. You get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, just wait for your golems to
Um,
reinforce.
Yeah, because they don't have the golem. So Saykoya is like they're behind on the golem race, which is like really bad in this position.
Yeah.
So if Mastro just has to stall for like 2 turns, make sure they don't get encroached too hard or lose that Vil, and if that can happen, then they're winning because they have their golem will be like 2 or 3 turns ahead of Saykoya's first golem, right?
Yes.
Or at least that's how the game plan should go. Obviously, like There's a lot of road here. You can blunder Golem pretty easily, or they can get hit by Dragon. Right? It can get crumped. But regardless, Mastro has a relatively simple game plan here, so we'll see. We'll see.
It's
I'd,
gonna be
uh,
interesting anyway.
It's a funny idea.
Oh,
which
I wanna hear the funny idea.
What is it?
I don't know if you even hex the mage, but you like tier 2 something up to like hit the mage and the barracks, or just hit the barracks twice and land on the mountain, and then like send dragon up to hit the mage.
Oh, you can. Oh, that finishes the mage off, right?
If you hit it with the tier 2 first, it
yeah.
does. And
Yeah,
then
if you get a single hit on the mage, it finishes it off.
That'll be funny. Although he will just buy mage next turn, and then your dragon can decap the barracks. Except you can if you do it from the mountain, right? Oh no, it reaches. No, it reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5. So I don't think it works.
Yeah, the problem with that probably is air proceeds tends to spawn out of the tower and then chaos ensues.
That too, and like
Yup.
even if you get some mage, you can just.
You also don't want to lose groove advantage here, because that just means Saykoya does this gets parity.
Yep.
Like, I think the push is nice, but I don't think it gets enough of an advantage compared to just holding threaded groove. So yeah, Golem just going bottom left, so actually not uniting with forces, but going for eco more or less.
Yeah, now he's healing it. Yeah, he really has to.
Yeah.
I thought of a funny or like an interesting mechanic. The reason why some people don't like to heal units is because then in a fight, even if they are weaker, they are less worth to kill. So like if you heal a unit, that's essentially twice its price, right? So if
Yeah.
to get something hits that, it's twice as valuable. So it's good. It's good for the opponent, and good for you as well. So it's very interesting.
Well, another thing is, like generally speaking, I would there are breakpoints with swords, right? There are important breakpoints you need like a full HP sword for, but like it's also important to consider that like a damaged sword can suicide, and also
Yeah.
can be healed then suicide. So
Yeah, so it's also
technically,
useful in
it's
that way.
it's. I would argue that a damaged sword who got a first strike on another sword is probably worth just as much as a full HP sword, if not more. Just for what it allows, as long as you have like other full HP swords to support it, you know.
Yeah, good point. Good point. I'm trying to look, but there's no little here, right? I don't see a possibility.
I don't think so. Because bottom side is unbreakable. Backside, I don't think you can hit from. So
Yeah,
if one side open on mountain.
yeah, it's impossible. It's impossible. Even on planes, that would be hard to get a little on.
Yeah, I don't think you could get it. Maybe with Wolfer, but not with that one.
Yeah, Wolfer, yeah.
So I think Saykoya is definitely behind on army value at this point, right?
Yeah, he's
And
been behind on
counter-
econ for a little bit now.
Yeah, the Nikon and
Yeah,
also
okay.
position is like a little bit worse than Mastro.
Yeah, air is roughly equivalent, has same number of, no, more, Mastro has more mages, more spears, and Golem for Mastro's 2 knights, and has 1 knight more.
Hmm.
So I guess builds haven't come out this turn yet, so.
Yeah. Well, I guess the big point here is that this is still like Saykoya's comfort zone. Saykoya plays from these positions a lot and just wins still.
Yeah, so it's not like it's over. Let's celebrate.
He is looking to give up this bottom left though, which is kind of
Yeah.
concerning.
Yeah, he's gonna be even more behind in the early bad position, Equalize. There's also like a nice attack here from Mastro, I think. It's pretty hard to do. Nah, the witch position is perfect.
He's
It
just gonna
makes both.
make a giant block of units that
Yeah. And that
Classic
witch in
hardlining
middle.
Saykoya. Classic.
You could do like some huge damage as Wolfer right now, though. You can kill that.
I do
thing
think
is-
while I was like only semi-serious about the earlier thing of like the barracks could go down, the more Saykoya
Matt-
pulls up. Ooh,
Koya's moving away.
oh, you say that he's just attacked something, so
Eh,
I mean, if you move the knight
Non-sword.
in. If you move the knight in crit range of the barracks, then that becomes very possible next turn.
Yeah.
So like you can like heal a dog, right, above Wolfer, and that's crit range for the barracks next turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then you can do like some Dragon and Groove shenanigans, which I'm not sure Mastro will go for. I think he's very committed to like a slow game and not very volatile.
Well, there are ideas later down the line to
Ooh, Archer.
capture
Archer.
racks. Yeah, Archer makes sense here. You need indirects.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the knight doesn't
Because you're gonna be lacking tiles to hit from.
Yeah.
Can you kill the mage with Groove alone?
No. I don't
You
think
can't,
so.
right? If you could,
Because
then
commander
do
is
that.
85.
Yeah, you can't. What if you like hex? It's not enough, right?
Still not enough. But I mean,
Commander's
it
only
makes the
85,
mage like
okay.
super weak. But now there's a
Yeah,
harpy covering as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but like then you
Harpy
but
makes
then you could like
sense.
kill the archer with the dragon. Very nice push. And you could kill a harpy with the witch as well if that happened, which would be huge. 1,
So I
2,
think-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Saykoya does have a
Wow.
strategic advantage in air now, right? Because Mastro is overloaded, so the air might be really annoying to deal with now. Oh wait, there's 2 mages. There's 2 mages.
There's
What
three.
did you
There's
see?
3 first.
There's
But there's
three?
four air
There's
units
one
though.
down here.
Okay.
To be fair, that the bottom left one is out of the fight, but that one's covering all like the air on the bottom left.
So
Mhm.
it's 4 air units versus 2 mages. I think Saykoya can just start fighting here.
Yeah. Two
Yeah,
mages.
And there's
2
an
mages,
indirect.
Wolfar being. Wolfar and.
This looks
Yeah.
like it's like probably a bad fight, I would say, for Mastro to take.
Yeah,
If they wanted to grind here, at least.
and the thing
I
is
think
with
there's
like
probably a way to safely take the dogs, but not anything else.
I mean,
even the
at
dogs are
worst-
like dangerous to take. I think.
Yeah, I
like-
feel like there's maybe a way to walk correctly, but not sure. It is very volatile here.
surely at worst here, like you just need, if it's that bad to grind here, and you have no way of holding on the village, you can always give up the village to maintain an equal position.
Yeah.
So it's just making sure, making sure you can't get like super punished for any of your placements. I'd say, and also you're getting that bill back, or at least flipping it.
He could capture it, I think, safely. Yeah, he will capture it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Knight is in range, so you would need to commit a lot. I think Koya is still like a Koya is still like a full turn off of having a T2.
And second golem coming
Yeah,
out, so
133.
very behind now.
Yeah, he's slowly like Master's just holding this position and choking out. I actually would not be. Trebs are a thing on this map, right? Just before.
I believe they are buildable, yes.
So
yes,
I
actually,
think
let me double check.
once you get to, I mean, I could actually. Well, at least
I can
Blister.
just go right now, so you. Well, it doesn't show because it's like the max amount of
Oh, yeah.
units.
But there is actually probably a point where you're at like 3 or 4 golems and you're just like, I'll just build a trap and slow march forwards.
Yeah, 3 golems behind, or like in front of
Well-
a trap. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but also a counter
Oh.
treb is like always an option, and
Oh.
a treb really likes hitting golems.
True,
Yeah, but
So-
Saykoya doesn't have the
Sequoia doesn't have
golems.
enough money to build a trap.
Doesn't have
That
the
is
golems
true.
either.
Bans.
Doesn't have the golems
Trebs
either.
just straight bans on this map.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I mean, actually, funnily, maybe Ballista isn't a bad option given how much
Ballista
air
time?
there is. Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Plus it's like 6 range, pretty good to like chip damage.
Yeah, with Wolfar as
Um,
well. That's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, it
So
could cause a
what are
little.
what are the grooves?
No, I mean
They're
Wolfar's been
almost-
maxed for a while.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
Seven's like 1/3.
Okay. So either this turn or next turn, Master should go in, if they want to capitalize on their groove advantage.
I think Mastro can still wait one turn.
Yeah. I don't think this turn's a good turn to attack, but I feel like you're conceding too much ground if you give an extra turn, because it actually looks formidable after a little bit. Because once you have the archer in play, a lot of breakpoints come down.
Yep.
So I don't know what you would do here, especially if Saykoya decides to shift over a little more in order to take back that Centerville.
I have an idea, but I don't think it works. Does the tier 2 groove be able to hit both mages on top in one groove? I don't think so, right?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's only 3 on
Bounces.
each side. 1, 2, 3.
Does
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, no,
Actually,
no,
you can tag both of them with one hit of it.
yeah, that's enough.
I think you can tag
you can do it.
2 with the mage. I think you can, if you really wanted to to nullify one of the mages. You could kill from the top. I think
you
dog
have to kill.
plus
If-
archer.
But can you
Oh,
tag
are
at
we
least
talking about Mastro or talking
once?
about Koya?
No, like Marstro's tier 2 tagging both of Saykoya's mages at least once.
Other
in the
way,
group.
other way. Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Yes.
It would do it.
Then you have a massive attack here, I think, and I think you could do it. You can kill the Harpy, damage both mages, kill one mage even, kill 2 dogs, and you'll be fine. This is an option. Because Harpy dies, one mage dies, one mage gets damaged, 2 dogs die, and there's not too much counter attack. Although there is Zavant Groove next turn, which could mess you up. But that's actually, I think that might be what he's thinking.
We shall see.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't think so. He needed at least one more unit in the top for that.
I think at the very least, what happens is, I guess does Wolfar hit one of these dogs?
Would you
Because
die?
from forest it should be safe.
There's an archer here. There's also hex. There's also. I
On
don't
the
know,
plains, I think you might die. On the forest, I think you're fine because I don't think there's enough sides.
probably fine. But can you get trapped? There's a question. I mean, you can get. I guess you can block, but like
Well, you have a
Yeah,
dragon,
you're
so you
blocked.
should get trapped, ideally.
even your block unit can get killed because of the archer. So I'm not sure. So anything like behind Wolfar could actually die to mage crit and archer, and that makes it pretty scary. Plus, there's like a wolf night crit below Wolfar for anything blocking there. So I actually don't think
Yeah.
you can, because you die. Yeah, you can do it safely. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I guess it'd probably just be a death by a million dog crits.
Yeah, there's definitely 2 turns around there. Actually, even 1 turn if you do it right. But then you have to commit as Saykoya. Okay, so he won't go for the crazy mage tag attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense, probably. Best to play it safe. You have the advantage, you can buy one more golem next turn, and then it's 3 versus no golems.
Oh yeah, every turn this game goes longer, Mastro just has a better army.
Saykoya
Yeah,
can't even
yeah,
buy
yeah.
a single golem this turn, even if you base skipped. That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah, the one this is-
straight up over yet, because as the game does progress, as long as Saykoya has comparable army value, they can hold, which is the important part.
Yeah, but that is slowly not becoming the case.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, with all the golems coming out.
Ooh,
So Saykoya
doing-
probably is gonna have to make a run for that bill.
he has to do something. Because he's just bleeding out slowly. Okay, he's
Okay, we
just
might
gonna
see
commit.
a Wargroove. It's possible
It's possible, you could.
because you don't want to eat a massive. Count for
Yeah, if
that.
you don't groove here, you could like do a huge attack. Your archer dies,
Yeah.
your stuff dies.
I think the problem. I think there is the idea of it. How much do you lose if you back off if Koya plops T1? Because that's the main problem.
You only lose
Oh,
about
yeah,
1 to
secures.
2 vills in total.
I mean, you equalize, but you also lose groove.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
it's not even equalizing because Koya's down 2 villages.
Yeah. So it's like just less bad, and you spend groove. So actually, Mastro
I don't
wins in
think it-
any case.
Yeah, I don't think that saves. You need T2.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, the problem is T2 comes at the time where the golems are in play.
Exactly, that's what I'm worried about. You want to stuff out the golems before they can do anything, but you're in this issue of your groove is too late. However, it looks like they're just positioning on the right side, so we might see them flatten out a little bit and try and abuse their air. I think their biggest hope here is that they can overwhelm an air.
I would
What are we
not be
the Mastro
surprised if you
buys?
saw. We could see like a ballista from Saykoya here on the top. And
Actually,
Like
would-
actual legitimate ballista, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
if
It's
they
not-
actually be fine.
It's not a bad option.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just funny because it's ballista.
Yeah, I mean, it actually covers every single thing which can be attacked, like anything there.
Yeah, and I'm
Keep it
sure
covered.
Mastro wasn't expecting the ballista buy.
Yeah. Oh, I hope he does. Please. Saykoya.
I hope Ballista comes out too, because Ballista is like a type of indirect that you kind of need in this position.
And
right?
Not even bad. Like the
Yeah,
the turn
'cause-
it gets deployed, it's immediately active. That's what you want.
And it immediately goes to like a really nice tile where it's defended.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess you can
And
just
then
like buy Harpy
it's-
too.
It's also just free indirect damage once it comes online, which is like
Basically
perfect for
immediately.
grinding.
Yeah.
I would love to see that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I think if that happens, Mastro just rotates bottom left and starts murdering stuff there.
I think
well,
even if it doesn't happen, Mastro can just attack bottom left now. I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
I agree. I guess like one golem maybe.
the
I get
knight
what-
Yeah,
doesn't-
he's got a golem. There's nothing to challenge that golem really.
It's a question of does he want golem more central or is he fine with starting to take eco with it?
Yeah, yeah. If
the
they hit
golem will be on the
golem,
road.
you just have witch, right? Because the only thing that can hit golem is dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
Like, the
unfortunately
only thing
means
that's
it can't really-
reasonable, I should say. You can
It can't really
throw
decap
other
this
stuff at
turn.
it, but
No, you can't
Like,
decap because
something.
then your golem dies to the dragon.
Yeah.
Because you're on the road.
Oh, actually, yeah, because even if like let's say the dragon went in to kill the golem, like Mastro's fine with that. He's got like 4 more in the works. You know, he's got.
Yep.
He's just
Kinda
gonna
at the
keep
same time, I
printing
don't.
them.
okay, they bought a
Use a cycle
spear.
Oh,
Oh,
Huntsman.
rifle.
Rifle time.
Ooh.
Oh, they did get it. Oh my god. Okay, so they're gonna go for the what I used to do back in Wargroove War 4. No heavy units, just like many small units.
That could
That-
work here, though.
That actually does work
you,
sometimes.
Because you have enough production here, right? And it's very cheap to do that.
When
And
he's-
they have
oh, he's-
indirects, so like honestly, it's like a similar idea to Ballista buy. I
Okay,
still would have
just
liked to see the
golems to build
Ballista, but you know.
Oh wait, okay, yeah, so
Wow.
sword covers. Yeah, swords. Is sword safe? If you
Sword
put
can
second
die.
sword beside it. If you put
No,
second
yeah,
sword behind it, it's fine.
Oh yeah, it's totally fine then. Nothing can reach. Okay, not bad.
Okay, nice.
Okay, but like I'm a little bit concerned. Like what Saykoya is doing, like the many units, is good if the opponent can't build golems, right? Because like, previously you couldn't. The golems were banned on this map, and then it worked very good. But you can't really fight 4 golems with 1,000 small units. It just doesn't
Well,
work out.
Yes, but counterpoint, you can defeat all their skirmish first, and then once you defeat their skirmish, right? Their light units.
Wolflord just runs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wolford
yeah,
has no
this one,
support.
this one.
Wolford
Yeah,
can't do
yeah.
much.
Yeah, this
Like
full
Wolford
move
doesn't
back.
like Wolford does army damage, but Wolford likes doing army damage to big stuff, right? So maybe this cheaper unit spam is actually like a way to deal with Wolford's groove.
Yeah. The dogs are nice here, just to force Wolfar out.
Yeah, I still
Ooh.
think it's a lot of
Wait,
dogs.
does a night
Yeah.
crit kill a sword on a mountain?
No.
It doesn't.
It kills mage and dog, but not sword.
Oh, and the witch doesn't hit. The witch is like 1 tile away from hexing the sword. Otherwise, they could actually trap Zaban here if you don't put anything below. Oh, not Zaban, Wolfar.
I mean, to be fair, yeah.
You probably yeah. Now it's not possible, but like it was an option if that didn't happen.
Okay, flattening out is actually this is actually good for Saykoya. That means they have more targets to actually hit now. I wonder if we might see a little bit of an eco swing coming back because I think Mastro's gotten their eco advantage. Recognizes that they can't really push into the blob, and is gonna pull back a little bit, which might give Saykoya some room to wiggle around.
As the
golem, as
third
we were
golem.
saying.
Yep. And honestly, even if Saykoya finds a way to needle in and take this golem out, like, that's fine, because that's like one of the most expensive units on the field right there. For
Yeah,
Saykoya. It is Saykoya's most expensive unit. And
printing golems.
like rifles are cool and interesting buy in this instance, but it's not gonna deal with like golem spam.
Yeah.
It
I
is a
think you do
problem.
need you need to like you actually straight up just need to buy like spears and then get a golem yourself. I think you need to get a golem by next turn, otherwise it might just be
Yeah.
too late. That or air.
Saykoya is banking, so he'll have 2,000 gold next turn. So he can get a knight and a golem, although I think you should just get 1 golem and then spear, and then 1 golem again next turn. You need at least 2 to fight for, otherwise you're just lost.
Yeah. That's the question is, does Mastro go in with Wolf this turn? Because it's the next turn, I think, Zawan gets groove.
Oh, we actually see Master starting to buy dogs as well, which to me is a signal that they want to attack. because dogs are really good at punching swords, and when there's a lot of swords,
And-
dogs do work.
And into other dogs as well, yeah.
We might also even see an indirect buy from Mastro at this point because there are a lot of units. So an archer is a great utility here.
I guess I think Mastro can wait on it mainly because of all the golems just one-shotting stuff and opening holes. I think it's possible to wait here. If it stalls out more, then yes, totally. But not yet, I don't think.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's very exciting. And this is what I expected for like a last game. And one mistake and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, Saykoya can still, like, Saykoya is not really out of it. They have issues, right? They don't have a golem, but they can still play. They still have some teeth before the issues might come back to bite them.
This rifle could also be the god rifle and get a kill every single turn.
Yeah.
Doesn't expect playing against rifle on this map.
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, I think it's
here.
really good against those spears. It is a spear annihilator. That is its entire role.
Yeah.
Honestly, you can actually buy one more rifle and the golem and a sword next turn.
That seems very heavily invested in
Really
indirects.
dangerous, but it will
Yeah,
protect at least your left side. And there's a bunch of stuff on the left.
I feel like Mastro can go in on bottom left this turn.
Healing, okay. We're probably gonna see another spear buy, if I were to guess.
Yeah, spear for sure. I don't think he has to. He should not go knight here. He might lose.
Yeah, knight would be, I think, just
That's
not worth.
Yeah.
That's all your
You need
gold gone.
efficiency here. You need efficiency here, and you don't really have the you don't get a lot of advantage out of it coming online in like one turn because everything's punched up.
Knights you buy like early game. This is like middle game.
Yeah.
I feel like Mastro can go in just bottom left this turn, going with all golems. Golem covers the golems.
We also
can
might
just
see a
attack.
sword buy. Sword buy also might be reasonable here.
Dog?
Dog buy. Dog makes sense.
Yep, that's fair.
Master can kill
That's
the
a lot
harpy
of dogs
next to
though.
the dragon with tier 2. You can also hex. You can attack that. You can attack this turn
Am I-
as Mastro.
Am I wrong to think that 5 dogs is a little much here?
Maybe, but
I don't know. I feel like I would value sword is just a little bit tankier a lot of the time.
I mean,
And-
against golems, it's the same tankiness effectively.
Yeah, but
But
Golem's gonna punch any weak unit down immediately. So
I'm just terrified for Saykoya because you can actually
Yeah.
attack here. I think if you do it right, and
Yeah.
and there's little chance for a comeback because there's still no tier 2 from Saykoya, and he probably won't get it. But in beginning of next turn, he has to fight for it.
Next
and by
turn,
the end of that fight,
Next turn, I think you can force it.
possibly, but it's
getting Groove would be big here though, because all the golems are one side up. So if you can
Yeah.
both damage them and stop them from doing anything, that's a massive tempo shift.
Yeah.
That will really crumple
oh wow.
a lot of the initiative.
Honestly,
Boy
I
is
think
34
this is the
charge
third
away,
mission.
which is roughly 3 kills. Which I think he can get this turn. Definitely, because there's 2 villages in range, and I doubt Mastro backs up enough that there's no hits on his units.
Yeah, well, if you do that, then you're conceding too much ground.
Yeah.
You have
At
to
that
allow
point,
the fighting
that one
at,
is fine,
to some
yeah.
extent, right?
Yeah, so you can't really deny Groove from that. Saykoya this next turn.
Would you guys go in here? I think as Master, I go in here and calculate very
Yeah,
good
I
groove,
think.
pitch hex.
I mean, I think yeah. Because what do you do against all 3 of these golems in the bottom left?
You can't do much, and you can even kill the harpy with the groove next to the dragon.
Yeah,
Just
one
hex
bounce.
everything.
Yeah, 1 bounce kills the harpy, so you have a rest.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do.
So do that. Plus, you can hex everything in range. Just everything. You can kill the knight, kill the mage, damage the dragon, possibly with the groove. If you kill the thingy
You
first.
could do something like you'd even hit the rifle.
The rifle.
You bounce.
Oh, you can
bounce,
actually kill the
bounce.
rifle. That's hilarious.
Wait, you can? Oh, you can.
I mean, I was
That's-
thinking you just
It's unreal.
do some army damage and hit rifle at the same time, but
Think kill
feel like you can
harpy
win
and
outright.
kill rifle. So one bounce on harpy and 2 bounces on rifle kills both, right?
you can't do that though.
Oh. Oh, he's. Oh, wow.
No, you
That's-
can.
oh,
Oh, okay.
You can
Can-
bounce from the. you can start from the top of the rifle and then go
I'm
down.
pretty sure you can. Although I don't like this. You need the hex. You need the witch to hex.
Oh,
you.
you're gonna kill the last mage. You're gonna hurt the last mage with the groove.
Oh,
No anti-airs in range.
it's not bad, but like I
Oh,
think
that's
there's a
actually
much
no,
stronger
that's
attack.
really strong. Bang, bang, bang.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Oh, it doesn't kill.
And then, yeah, but it's very crippled.
You
Knight
can
goes in.
double mage heal it. Although you are kind of screwed if you do that, because then you can
Yeah,
you
you have
can
no
get a golem.
eco. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no
eco.
eco.
Ooh,
And
okay, so this is
you
actually
still
good.
don't, you don't kill either air unit with that either.
Yeah,
I think
good,
you
good, good.
also are gonna lose this mage this turn as well.
There's nothing in range to hit the mage.
Ooh, and also the village hit. This might be lights out.
Yeah. So yeah, golem
We'll see.
goes
We'll
center
see.
now.
We might get a golem, or not the golem. We might get a counter groove for this.
Actually, can you trap Wolfar?
I mean,
Not
I don't
anymore.
see it.
technically, I don't think like you can technically put a vine behind him. Problem is that
think-
doesn't really hold.
Okay, so you can kill the witch if you double mage heal your mage, but then how can you kill the? Can any of those low
69
units suicide?
69 mage does not kill. Yeah, 69 mage does not kill a witch.
But you can also witch hex the witch.
Okay, at the end that kills. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess.
but I'm not sure how you can kill the mage below Saban. I mean
Can't.
Wolfar.
Yeah, not really.
Can-
I guess
Can,
you.
can, can,
I
can you
guess you
suicide the
technically
sword?
Suicide. You can suicide the sword or the or
Oh,
the dog, I think.
uh,
So
and
there's an
then you
option,
could.
maybe.
Oh, yeah, I think.
At
you
the same
could do
time,
that.
everything's getting overrun in the bottom left.
Yeah, so I don't think you can split your attention like that.
I think Mastro just presses forward at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is a winning attack.
So he's doing both of what we thought. So he's doing the left attack, just a bit less efficient, but he's also doing a huge attack on the right,
Yeah, and now
which is actually better when combined. Oh
that's
wow.
what, 4 units up at the moment?
Unfortunate.
these-
Yeah, this looks curtains.
This is the turn
Yeah.
for Saykoya that will decide if he can.
If this is it, I kind of wish this was slightly more climactic, but yeah, this is still a good match to end it off. I mean, I guess
well-
Saykoya has to get everything.
Mastro can
right.
still technically just walk into lethal.
Oh, yeah, that will be something.
I mean, it's gonna look. It looks like it's gonna be really hard to hold off for enough turns.
Yeah.
I think the
It's
marksman.
terrifying.
I think the rifle by here is probably just too slow.
Yeah,
They hasn't
You can
gotten
do
to
like
do
one
anything.
hit. It's
If-
gonna hit like
yeah.
one thing, which is useless.
it requires the rifle's fine if you don't give Wolfar a good groove, and that's so hard.
Honestly, I think we were cooking with the ballista play. Like
Yeah.
this wouldn't have happened with the
Seriously,
ballista. Like think about it though. Like
Yeah.
that that's a dead dragon for free.
Yeah, at this point, Witch or Dragon dies, and then you can definitely trap Wolfar.
Yeah.
You can still do it, I think. So maybe that's the play here. You don't fight that, you just trap Zavan or like Wolfar and kill next. But you can't even kill next turn because you have no units to kill Wolfar with. Everything is dead. On the top
I mean,
right.
even
you'd
if
have
you
to-
do
you'd
enough
have to
damage
do
up here, there's 3 golems marching onto your stronghold.
Yeah, that's the
you are,
other
you are
thing.
on you're on a timer, a very short timer.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the turn I think Saykoya will take at least 30 minutes to think about. Because this is the one.
This is the only turn that matters anymore.
Yeah, this is the only turn that matters. If you don't calculate the possibly the most efficient attack, which is possible with these units, you are losing the game. There are enough units to make that happen. But it's gonna be really hard to calculate. I don't envy Saykoya right now.
I mean, I guess, like, I wouldn't even focus on this right-hand side. There's nothing really in range. Okay, he's gonna go with that for the dog. He's probably gonna use the low-health dog to finish here. Oh no, goes for the sword.
Gets a dog crit
Uh,
with that.
I feel like he didn't think enough. I think this is a desperation attack. Or like defense. I feel like you could have done something better.
I feel like Koya's gonna try to go in on right side and like kill Wolfar over multiple turns and maybe somehow keep HQ alive, but that just seems super difficult.
How
You
can
don't
keep
really
it
have
alive?
anything strong enough to split the army and attack.
I don't think so.
Alright, Groove is this turn.
And these are inefficient attacks too. You should have used the low health dog first. Because the crit gets it anyway.
Maybe, although maybe these are like setups for like suicides
Suicides,
later.
yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, they do suicide now from planes now.
Yeah, which is useful.
Could be, but Mastro could just kill all of those things. He has enough army. He doesn't have to end the game. He can just end the army.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it at all.
I mean, I guess you could triple vine the dragon and kill it with mage.
I mean,
Does that even kill?
I think it
At
doesn't even
worst, you
kill.
can make heal, but like it's not worth.
But then what do you do like, on the left?
You need to use it against the golems. You have to get
Yeah.
some golem tiles up. So I think you gotta punch through the two swords, and if you can do that, you're good. But it's not an easy task.
No, I don't. That doesn't even kill with mage shield. That's 75% commander, which is 37, and mage at 49% does not do 63. You can't kill
Oh.
a dragon here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, he will do that. Okay.
Right, he's gonna go tier 2. Oh, he goes for it.
It barely even scratches the dragon. Look at that. You need
Yeah,
double mage
50%
still.
base to commander.
That's so bad. That's terrible.
Yeah, the second mage died, so there's no double mage heal.
I feel like you should have like hit the golem with Zavan and killed the dragon, and then sword crit the mage below. I think yeah, just hold groove for next turn. But now you can't. I don't see a way. There's no way for that dragon. I mean, for that golem to die either. Is there? No.
I like the attacking pattern here, but I would have rather groove here
Ah.
to fight. I would have rather grooved on the encroaching golem stomp.
Either that or just hold groove and just fight with commander, because you can like hit the golem and dragon and that kills it, and then you can sword crit the mage below the golem, and then you have one mage against 3 units, 3 area units, and then you're in a better position. But now
Okay,
it's
well,
much worse.
rifle is finally in a useful position.
Hopefully it was worth
Worth.
the while. Does hex and dragon and sword kill the golem?
No.
Don't, even
Sword
if
is
it's
15 base.
95. Yeah, even 95 doesn't kill.
Yeah.
So the golem
It
is.
would need to have been mage hit, I think. Yeah, mage hit.
Yeah, I think you should have just kept holding groove here and fight with commander, and then next turn you might have a very good groove. You can even surround Wolfar.
I guess technically you could kill golem here if you sack the sword into it, but that feels so bad now.
It feels really bad. You
You
need
just don't have
all the
enough-
swords
You don't have
out
enough
here.
stuff.
Yeah, you need everything here. Like, don't sack stuff. He's even gonna attack the village. You can't decap it in 2 turns even.
Yeah.
This is like
Despair, yeah.
this despair.
Yeah.
Turn 13 too. For Saykoya.
I mean, Mastro has just had a commanding lead the entire time and did not let go of the clutch.
He didn't
Yeah.
get charmed by
It's
any
so
possible
hard.
attacks.
Yeah. It's so hard to play in the Wolfar as well. The more I've
I don't
pl- the more I've played into Zawan, the more I've realized that as strong as he is, it's a lot easier to predict what he can do. Because there's a yes, he blocks with vines, but there's the less lethality makes a lot less options possible. There is a lot of calculations in the blocking and stuff, but
You can even like limit his groove. Like he can't groove if you don't fight, which is what happened here.
Right,
So
big
now
he's
he's
hit.
doing
going in for
defensive
the golem.
That's
Yeah,
a lot
defensive
of...
groove,
golem.
I mean, that probably paid for itself, right?
Yeah, I think you can actually hit the mage behind this as well. Like, you won't kill it, but...
Yeah, you can.
How do you
Yeah, you
heal?
can cripple it.
How?
So
How?
oh wait.
I
I
think you
feel like
can.
sword need to hit first. Because I don't think it's suicides now. I don't think sword suicides now.
Yeah, it doesn't suicide. He should have done this first, and then you can kill.
Oh.
But I
Yeah.
still think just like hold groove this turn and
Yeah.
kill.
Okay, that's a mistake. You can't kill golem now.
It's a big mistake.
Yeah.
Well, if you're Saykoya, like you just devastated right now.
Rep.
I just think the tier 2 vines were a huge mistake as well. You need commander power to fight. Oh boy.
Yeah, mage shields are going to be insane here for Mastro, especially with
Oh,
the
yeah.
econ advantage. Like, pop a mage shield down, and that's how much? 400
Yeah, like
value?
one mage shield pays for the hacks and you kill the witch. So
Yeah.
terrible. And there's 2 dragons for Maestro, by the way. So those vines against the top dragon did nothing to weaken his army. He has another dragon ready to go. And you sacrifice your witch as well, which was the only thing that could actually stop the second dragon. So this is actually game losing position.
Too many dogs, I'm telling you, too many dogs.
Doesn't help for sure.
So someone
And
was
you have like a
mentioning,
damage party.
building a knight over here. Unfortunately, knights can't be built in mountain, and also the crit pass doesn't quite work because the knight you can't double back on yourself. So
Yeah, it needs to be the edge of your move range.
yeah,
Is a
the
good way
knight
of...
would have to be like here for it to work.
The way they explain it in the game's a little weird.
Yeah, it is very
That's it.
strange.
It should just actually be on the edge of your movement. I guess that doesn't take into account terrain, but still.
That said, this is actually not as bad as I thought looking at the map. That's a lot of small units for Saykoya.
Problem is, yeah, still 3 golems.
Yeah, the golems, like you have to kill at least one, which you could have done if you grooved.
And this is gonna be some juicy mage shields as well.
Yeah, you could have. Sword crit on mage on planes is like 80 something, right?
Yeah, it's 90 base.
90?
With
Oh,
a
yeah,
90
yeah.
with credit space. On
Yeah.
road 9.
Yeah,
sword
yeah,
crits
yeah,
for
yeah.
90.
So, okay, so you couldn't kill the mage with like hex on sword crit, even if you did the right path. But I think
Okay, very obvious first kill right there. Yeah, big mage heal. That's gonna allow these
Nice
golems
mage
to
heal,
just start
okay.
punching
There goes
through
all the
things.
hex value.
Yeah. I mean, you know, there's still a little bit of
Okay.
chip here and there, but like,
I was about to say, can Zion die this turn, but no, you can't open backside. Well,
Definitely
without spending
not.
all your golems.
I don't think you want to do that either. Like at this point, just kill everything.
Yeah, it's simpler. Also, do you just leave your 6 dragon to dry? I feel like you just leave it.
I don't think you can like even anything that like makes it escape gets a 9 crit in the face.
Yeah, I agree. So you just leave it. It did its
Yeah,
job.
yeah. So just don't give Saykoya's knight a value, right? And that's a wasted 600 gold.
Everything gained non-up.
Oh, I think this is getting non.
Wolfer already has T1 again.
Yeah, this is.
It's
Yeah,
disaster.
it doesn't matter the map. Like you always ban Wolfer, I think. Like you're just too strong. Even
Yeah.
Gilgamesh,
he
I
gets
would just
he
ban
gets
him
tier
every
1
single
so
time.
fast. I like played a practice game against Mastro a couple weeks ago, and I was able to get Wargroove like by the time Wolfar was engaging stuff like over where he is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
I think
Tier
Tier
1
1
is
Reddit.
so good too. It's really strange because like you have like really weak commanders who do a very similar thing but are like hamstringed in their charge. And then you have Wolfar who is just insanely quick charge. Both groups can get a lot of value really quickly and are really good. So on and so
Gilga's, like-
forth.
Like, theoretically, this is his worst map because it stalls super easily. Problem is, he's like the one seal that's able to like actually be aggressive. Like with Zawin as well.
I think he just
He's
gets
just a
grooved before the stall happens.
Yeah, like his timing's good. He just like is so menacingly powerful that he just takes over center. Unless you are also Wolfar. So his timing's better for that.
Look, unit count is 41 to 33 with 4 income extra.
And like 5 of those are vines.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, oh, that's true.
Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's
4
over.
vines, but yeah, it is. Oh
Well,
yeah,
all
he
5
didn't.
are alive. He hasn't
Yeah, all
attacked any.
5. He didn't touch a single vine. Oh my god. Okay, so the groove wasn't so bad, but like I would just say that let at least one golem die there, which you could have done, and also destroy one mage.
Oh yeah, you actually just walk your commander away at this
Yeah,
point.
just don't give any chance of comeback. It's just like a mental game at this point, right? Like you only keep fighting because there's a chance that you can lethal the commander, and if you take that away, it just destroys your mental.
Yeah, and yeah, just keep killing units.
What does the low HP sword do? Yeah, just don't attack anything.
I mean, you just hit mage, honestly. Or just walk forwards.
I wouldn't hit the mage because it's a bad trade. I guess just
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
just
a-
body
yeah,
block.
but
I
like
guess.
mage could in theory like crit golem or something, which is kind of nice.
Oh yeah, that's true actually.
Yeah, proceeds to chunk it for 30.
But
Fine.
now he's body blocking instead, so nothing can kill that sword. And this spear won't kill it, right? Spear.
Yeah, it does not do it with
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the
So
spear.
it's really annoying.
Yeah, it has to be the crit, which means you don't get to spend the back.
Yeah, it's very good unit for wasting space and turns.
Oof,
Okay, it looks like Koya is
Oh,
big vine
ouch.
hit.
Not bad,
Alright,
not bad.
goodbye dragon.
My
So,
dragon. Okay.
Saykoya is going to get a lot of counter attack damage this turn.
Yeah,
it's
the
just-
vines will do some work.
Yeah, but it's just
the
like
problem is
not
sadly isn't
gonna be
enough.
Too
Yeah.
little, too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, these golems just barreling down an HQ with
That attack is just
Wolfheart.
too strong, I would say.
but he
Like,
actually can
yeah,
kill. Wait, no. There's actually a good counter attack for Saykoya here. You can kill one golem and heavily damage the other one, and then.
Do you just die to Wolfheart T2 then, I guess is the question?
Oh,
Oh
can you
yeah.
get tier 2? Oh, he's almost tier 2 again. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and there's probably going to be a couple instances where stuff takes damage but doesn't die, so gets a counter hit.
Wow.
Or maybe
I-
that's already happened this turn actually.
Oh no. I thought he just got tier 1. How is he almost at tier 2?
He learned
Exactly.
so many things these
I
past
don't
two turns.
understand. This is okay. Okay, yeah. So you can do that. Oh, what? Okay, so he will go for that,
Okay.
right? Oh, if
Right,
you
commander's
put-
gonna get the last hit, I think here.
commander dies if you do that. Okay, GG. I'm pretty sure that's
It's like
game.
this-
I
Yeah,
think you
there's
have
no
to do
way.
it regardless, so it's probably a forced
Yeah.
loss.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, you just need to hope that Mastro messes up
Ooh.
at this point. And even
Yep.
even then, this still is not a winning board state.
Even like if you mess up, like you just win less efficiently.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, Mastro just gets to sit here for longer.
Yeah, let's take a
Oh
look
my
at
god.
this.
I mean,
So-
that's what you want, a Saykoya, at least. Do you want?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Lose slowly, right? That's what CQ always says.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
so
yeah.
let's see. What
Then you-
is the
then you
path
win.
skill?
You went on time. So, I mean, I think Mastro has actually been playing. Mastro might even be ahead on the clock because of the one turn Saykoya had, but
Yeah. Can you even
Yeah.
timer here? I don't think you can timer anymore.
No,
Like this is just like
you just
super
build
endgame.
golems every turn and walk forwards. There's
Yeah.
nothing-
Oh, it's like and since you're fighting, you can't focus on the villages, so you're fighting in an equal loss as well, which is even worse for you. And which means even if you get good trades, you're still losing, but you're getting bad trades. So this is terrible.
Yeah, so yeah, I think yeah, lethal I think is
This is
kill
possible
Harpy,
100%.
Suicide Dog, Hex.
well, I wouldn't
That's-
even do that. I would just ignore it. I would just actually win on eco, just print golems. Don't think, because you're winning so hard right now that is it even
Oh,
worth?
actually, tier 2 plus like mage hit on
Yeah,
dragon.
tier 2 is there too. I think even with Groove you just kill here, right? But like there's tier 2 and there's okay.
Yeah. I don't know how recently you can get 2 bounces, but 1 bounce is just enough. Actually, you might not even need 2 bounces. You might not
They're
even
going
need
for the
need
lethal.
T2.
Yeah.
Oh,
Imagine
right,
you
yeah.
mess this up. If you mess this up, then that's the worst.
Oh, he
I mean,
doesn't-
hilariously,
even if he
I still
did-
think you win.
Yeah, like,
As long as
Yeah.
you're not like me and like have Commander die afterwards, I think you
he
still win.
he just sacks the dragon like that.
I
thought you
mean,
need-
there's
oh,
no.
I
there's
guess
no
there's like
mages
two columns,
in it.
right?
Oh, that's
There's
open
no
up with
mages.
bounce, I think.
Oh, so
Yeah,
wait,
that's,
so
that's double bounce. Yeah.
yeah, and both golems can actually get mage healed, right? So those are actually 2 full HP golems.
Yeah.
But couldn't you suicide at least one dog before the hex?
You can still suicide the 80 dog, I think.
I don't
Actually,
think so. 90.
I
At
don't
90,
know.
I don't think
It's-
so. You need 100%. I mean, this is like overkill damage we're calculating here,
Yeah.
but like still, you can optimize this
Yeah.
further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you have full commander hit and 2 golem hits. That doesn't sound healthy.
That's not good for your That's not good for your blood.
Oh,
blood
I mean, you could
pressure.
literally just dog suicide hit with 2 golems. I think that wins, right?
If
Yeah, I
dog
think
does suicide is the question, yeah.
At this point, it
80
doesn't.
against a 90 commander will suicide.
Not on planes, no. I don't think it's possible. I think you do like 82 damage counter attack or something like just too high.
I mean, it's got 8 health though.
No, like just too little. I mean, like 70 something.
Yeah, it does like 77. Yeah, I think that
yeah.
sounds about right.
But like you don't need that.
No,
like,
no,
you
no. Like that counter attack works.
You sure? Wait, let me calculate that. I have like a map for that.
Yeah, that totally works. I agree with Barrett.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't-
15% damage, 75% commander against an 80% dog. That always works.
It
Yeah,
doesn't feel
commander-
right. Wait, let me
Commander
check, let me
being
check, let me
above
check.
dog means that dog dies, basically.
Okay, so 90 commander versus 80 dog, right? Planes on planes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
let
it
me
does
check.
81. Wait, no. Never mind. I forgot to put terrain.
Don't worry. I have it.
It
I
does
have it, I
83
have it.
actually. Yeah. Wait.
does-
Wait,
Wait.
is that right?
No, it's the wrong dog. Wait.
Okay.
Don't worry. I got it. I have the answer in 3 seconds.
Well, I'm sure if it was possible.
83%. So yeah, it actually does work. Oh wow. 83%.
Yeah, for some reason I thought dog
83.
was doing more. I don't know why.
Yeah,
It
me
is
too.
20,
I
yeah.
thought that doesn't work. Like, okay, very
There we go.
interesting. I don't know why.
Yep. And that's
Hey.
super chat.
Yeah.
I
Like,
can't believe. Oh my god.
It's
No,
over.
no. And you can mage shield both golems. Those have 2 full HP golems too, not just
Yeah.
damage one.
Yeah, those are full health. Yeah, it's like
but you do have
82 and
to-
90, so I think Mastro is just gonna add some stats here. Doesn't kill the
Why-
village, but
Why is he doing that?
This like doing brainless stuff for the final
Yeah.
charge.
oh, I guess
You-
maybe he
doesn't
was
have
trying to like
just yet.
injure a unit enough or something so it could die.
For
Sadly,
suicide, yeah.
I didn't see a way to
Oh.
get golf ball because of the mountain being there.
Oh, so now
Yeah.
it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, just one side, but
Oh,
that's still
but
kills.
that's more
Uh,
than enough, yeah.
You can do 2 still if you
I
wanted
mean,
to, but I mean it doesn't matter. Like he's
It doesn't
no
matter.
matter what happens, he's
Wha-
dead.
One bounce is most damage. Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
wow. Okay, but you do have
Technically,
to group first.
moving one golem out of the way and double bouncing, I think, is actually better, but it doesn't matter. He's like
Wait, how do you double bounce there?
bounce.
Eee.
Like you don't have to open
over.
the second side. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's your man.
Or no, you would. Oh,
You mean just hit with one golem?
yeah.
Okay, regardless.
This is gonna be like a 24% overkill. So
Bonk.
GG's,
Yeah,
Mastro
congratulations.
GG's.
is your Wargroove Championship champion for 2024.
Oh wow.
Takes it 3-1 over Saykoya. Makes it all the way through losers. Has a lot of close sets on the way. A lot of tough competition to get to this point. And yeah, they're going to take it. So congratulations, Mastro. You are the champion for this year.
Wow. Okay, I did not think this how it's gonna end.
Yeah, this was a
Wow.
lot more convincing, this game.
This was like very no
Yeah.
mistakes by Mastro.
Yeah,
no
like
mistakes.
I wish we could have seen more of that. These types of games. Like, I don't know. It just is a shame that Saykoya like blundered pretty hard 2 of the matches. So it felt like we only got to see like 2 really good ones. But
Yeah.
this one was solid. I don't think I could really critique Mastro anyway here.
Okay.
So,
And as Exmo says, the first Wargroove 2 champion.
Yep, that's the first tournament of Wargroove 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
And now I get to go and Google how much it's going to cost to send a trophy to where Mastro lives. But
ouch.
it's not too bad. I think we're both
It's in the
Europe,
EU,
so-
right?
Yeah, we're both in
The
Europe,
EU.
so
It's not much more than Saykoya.
yeah, actually. Yeah, lucky me, like I didn't have to ship it. Oh, if Zoronix had won and he was
Yeah,
still
like,
halfway
he's
across
in
the world, yeah.
He's in Singapore, right? I think pretty sure he's in
He
Singapore.
moves around a bunch though. He was living in the UK for a while, I know that. And he was living in America at one point.
Yeah, so like by the time it reaches him, he's like in different address.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh
Wow. Good thing I joined this voice chat.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's much else to say about this particular game. Like Master just played excellently.
Yeah.
Like I didn't do the right
Also,
things
like-
in the right time.
Yeah.
Like I just made
And
mistakes.
Wolfar's really strong. Wolfar's were really strong on this map.
Yeah, I would just
Yeah.
ban Wolfar on any map. Doesn't matter the map. I just ban Wolfar. Just too much.
Yeah, unless you're gonna play Wolfire yourself, but
Yeah, yeah.
Saykoya detests dittos in this game, so
I think if there was a Wolfar mirror, there was a little Mastro, but of course that's not the case.
yeah, I think like honestly, my take is Saykoya should have sucked it up and mirrored
Yep.
that.
I mean,
but
well,
like I feel like your two main options here are Zawan and Wolfire, but if you just Wolfire is so dominant in the
But
early
Mastro
game
banned
here.
Wolfar, no?
they both banned their respective.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so Saykoya should have banned Wolfram in that case, and then it would have got Zawan Ditto.
And someone did, I think Saykoya could win that.
I don't
mean,
think.
I
Yeah, I
honestly think
think.
like you could pick another command. I actually don't know if Tenri's awful on this map.
Really?
She's
Oh, I haven't seen that in a while.
She used to be the meta pick in Wargroove 1 because everyone would ban
And, like,
Vesper, and
she's
then it
nerfed,
stalls.
right? She's like too nerfed in Wargroove 2. She's still powerful.
No. Her groove is still fine. It's just there's other characters who get similar grooves that charge faster. Cough, cough, Wolfar. Cough, cough.
Alright. Will Master join the voice chat to have some words?
Yeah, I mean,
Usually-
we're gonna wrap things up on this part of the broadcast, but we'll go into an interview. So,
Yeah, usually like a tradition, I remember.
oh yeah, so yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, there will be a separate interview video. You can check that out. All right, we're on this screen now. I guess Mastro, I think he's hopped into the channel, so he can hear us, I believe. But yeah, he's more than welcome to jump in. We could do an interview post game. Although maybe I shall.
He must be like ecstatic right now. He really
Oh
wants to
yeah,
win.
like I mean, he could very well just be running around his home.
Yeah. I hope the boss doesn't work later. Like, don't get boss hit now, Maestro.
Oh, but what a championships, honestly. I mean, it's been a long time. Like this is a 2.5 month tournament, so you know,
Yeah.
it's been a lot of work. I mean, I was thinking about it. Like it's Wargroove 2 came out 1 year and like 3 days ago or something.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
this,
1 year, 3 days.
So this was a 1 year project. Like Wargroove 2 launching, doing all of the open qualifiers, doing all the map testing for TYM, doing the main event. Like that's been like an entire year of everybody's lives, and here we have him, Mastro. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Man,
Well.
that was a crazy tournament, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Your mic quality is like different. I don't know if that's like.
Yeah, I think they're on their phone.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
it better or worse?
Much worse.
Worse.
Yeah, it
This
sounds
is
like
the
you're
good
in a
one.
tin can.
Okay, so this is the good one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there you
Yes,
go.
yes.
There
That's
you go.
good. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just
I
don't want
fixed-
you to, don't want you to have like a bad memory of like the interview with like bad.
Yeah,
voice
I was
quality.
gonna ask
yeah.
right after greeting everybody, like, is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
the right microphone? Because the
Yeah.
settings always confuse me. It's not clear which is which. And
But,
occasionally I do it wrong. But
Well,
yeah.
that match was insane. Like, you just made no mistakes from what I saw. Like,
I
mistakes,
wouldn't
right?
say that, but like it was pretty good. I think it was very solid, yeah. I mean, I've had prep on Gilg for a while, but the prep wasn't the point. I think I was better prepped, but the point was what I realized with Saykoya was I need to play the psychology game with him, and I need to play the game state game with him. What I figured out losing 2-0 to him early is that if I try to play to his strengths, I will lose. I have to like force the game to play to my strengths, and to do that, I need to be the more aggro usually. So in Gilgamesh, I think in theory, right, in correct play, Caesar beats everybody. But nobody's picking Caesar because nobody can play him that well. And then after that it's Zawan, and I think Zawan beats Wolfar. Not easily, but it's much easier than piloting Caesar versus anything. Actually, I'm now I'm not even sure about the scissor in theory, so let's skip that. But I think Zawan beats Wolfar. The thing is, with me versus Saykoya, whoever plays the more aggro CO has an advantage, even if that CO is slightly worse in, because what he wants to do is like play the long game. So if he's playing the more aggro CO, even if he doesn't win early, he will stall me out eventually. If I need to win quickly, if he's the more aggro CO, how can I win quickly? If I'm playing the more aggro CO, well, his moves early are super fast. That's what he always does. So he will like slightly miss something, and if I can spend a bit more time early on to get an advantage and have an aggro CO and do some golem spam or some big attack or something like this, then it's very good for me. Or maybe I rush his HQ like I did in the previous game. So yeah, the Mastro versus Saykoya matchup, in the end, it's all about controlling the game state and imposing your will, even if objectively the move isn't perfect. If you and this really annoys me in a way because I want to play like a machine. That's my dream, like play perfect every move, make all the objectively correct choices, but then
Better,
I try
easier
and do
said than
that.
done.
Yeah, I try and do that and I realize I'm not that good. I'm not a machine. And then I get destroyed by somebody who, you know, is actually playing like a human, but can play like a human. A good human is better than a failed machine.
Right. Well, yeah.
Also, I mean, the run was crazy through losers. I won every set by the skin of my teeth, basically. I could have lost so many times. I should have lost against Sparky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was essentially headed to by Sparky in a way.
Yeah, just pay me part of the winnings, surely. I'm
Yeah.
joking, by the way, of course.
And it's actually
Does
it's funny because all three of the games I would have said like that you could have lost to various people in losers were on Gilgamesh.
Oh, and then it's like the
Oh
the
yeah,
last.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
because
Oh, yeah,
MVAKM
MVKM,
threw a one game,
me, and Koya.
and I do think like Warble could have played better on Gilgamesh and won. Like I think there was like a path to victory for him on Gilgamesh.
Yeah, for sure. I think on all of his games he was like mostly winning, and then he didn't do the right moves with his victory move.
So yeah,
Yeah,
like
with the
it's
Warble
cool
was
to see
winning.
you.
Every game, but like
It is cool to see you finish with a map where like you had like I guess like the shakiest games I would say
yeah.
on the way to the winners, on the way to grand finals I should say. Sorry.
I mean, in a way, like I saw that I was playing bad in Gilgamesh, and then I compensated by prepping Gilgamesh more. On the flip side, Koya was permabanning Gilgamesh, and I didn't understand that. I thought Gilgamesh was good for him, but I
No,
guess
what
he had.
What did Koya ban today?
Today he didn't ban. He picked.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he
Right.
chose to pick today, and
Yeah,
I banned the
yeah,
open
yeah,
season
yeah.
because I felt like he'd be able to defend very well and stall me out. And he had to pick Gilgamesh or Meadow. I thought he would go on Meadow today, and if I lost on Meadow, then Gilgamesh or open season tomorrow. Gilgamesh, yeah, I can force Gilgamesh tomorrow if I lose today. So I was prepping Meadow for today, but yeah, he went Gilgamesh, which was his permaban until now.
It's very strange. I mean, he often says that that's his worst map, so I don't know why he would pick that when he's the one who picks.
Well, Meadow is really good for me though. Like objectively, Meadow is a better map to play an attacking game and threaten HQ and stuff. Gilgamesh, it's easier to stall, I think.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah, but like him personally, he often says this is his worst map, so I'm really
Yeah.
surprised.
And I also think this is more of a, self-fulfilling prophecy, because he lost, he didn't lose, he won. No, he won every game until this set. That's very funny, right? And then loses this set. That was very unexpected. I thought he would win this set 60% of the time. I was a clear underdog. And like a 60-40 matchup, I think is the widest gap there has ever been between us. I've never been like more worse than Saykoya or more better than Saykoya than this time. And I was the most worse than Saykoya I've ever been. Got the set anyway. That was very funny. Yeah. So like, I guess when I just joined, but I'm saying like after we got good, after we were both good, there has never been a 20% difference. Before,
So I mean,
what was it
we
I'm
could-
saying?
I was gonna ask about the other games, given that.
Oh, okay.
were
Yeah,
the
we,
others
we
in there.
could go through other games as in another other sets or other games of this
Oh,
set.
this set. So
Yeah, like
yeah, so-
Heartseeker, you know.
I guess we can probably talk about the other sets on the podcast that we're probably gonna have.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But for
Mm.
this finals, like I mean, going into game one, like you got a lethal. Like, how did you feel about that game up until that point?
That was the craziest. I actually the physiological reaction when I realized I probably had lethal, and while calcing it was like the most extreme I've had ever playing Wargroove. Because
Yeah.
I mean, the
because
first one just
playing-
That
wasn't-
rush.
Yeah, I winning today didn't give me that, and like today I became world champion.
You just won a
Yeah,
tournament.
like the
Yeah.
game one showed you that Koya could mess up.
Yeah,
That he wasn't infallible.
yeah, it was the first game anyone had taken from him in this tournament.
Yeah, like the mental aspect of it is like terrible for Saykoya and really good for you.
Yeah, and he was doing really well up until that lethal.
I was like, Koya has blundered lethal before. He blundered against me, but then I just messed up order.
Yeah, that's what I thought right after. As I was playing the lethal, I was calming down and I'm like, okay, it's not that he doesn't mess up. It's that he has had plot armor until now, and his plot
Yeah.
armor now ends.
Yep. Although,
It's-
like, seeing some of the games we had, I would have thought you have plot armor too, like, against Sparky. I was like, we made, like, some jokes with Saykoya, like, Mastro has plot armor. Like, how did he get that game?
Yeah, we both had plot armor.
yeah, exactly.
But mine ended
And
up
one-
being stronger.
Yeah.
One fun thing
It's
is
because
that
he had a villain moment. He didn't let you have your day break. You know.
Yeah, and I was winning every set by the skin of my teeth. He was destroying every set, dropping no games. Like it was it was a different yeah. It was villain plot armor versus hero plot armor. Like villain plot armor, every time you think somebody is about to hurt them, it leaves no scratch, right? Hero plot
Yeah.
armor, they get hurt, they get battered, but last moment they still end up winning.
It was a really fun, like, matchup for sure. Like, just seeing the history of both players, you know, it's really good to watch that. And I think it ended at a really cool note. Like, we all thought Saykoya would just win again, right? After he didn't lose a single match. And then he did against Mastro, and he was like, oh, wow, so this is actually possible to beat him. And yeah, he just went from there.
And then, you know, obviously after that point, we got game two, which was the longest game of the set.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
good
Heartseeker, right?
almost 2 hours.
And
Yeah,
that
good almost
felt-
2 hours. Yeah, on Heartseeker.
That felt like what Saykoya wanted to do in game one.
and
Yeah,
game
exactly.
3 and game 4. I
Yeah,
mean,
winning the game, yeah, I think so.
this was except like me dropping my HQ in the end. Like this wasn't planned. He just saw it. I got knowledge checked. I didn't know. I just didn't know. I didn't think about. I was like army versus army. How do I not get stalled? You know, and that's my HQ faults. But it probably didn't matter that much.
But is
like
it actually guaranteed? Because
He's
the
still
golem is
behind, yeah.
damaged, right?
It is guaranteed, yeah.
It's guaranteed for sure.
guaranteed.
Like in... Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so
wow.
Koya
If
even
nothing
said
reaches
afterwards.
Golem, then it's guaranteed.
Yeah, Saykoya said, like, I've been trying to do this for over a year
Yeah.
now, and I
Yeah.
finally got to do it in a game.
That's
Yeah,
so
Koya
funny.
told me about it before. And
That's
he
definitely
almost
like
got
that.
at me one time.
I even
that
have
was a
lost
great
it either.
moment for him, right? He
Yeah,
got his perfect game plan the whole time, and I was probably gonna lose that game. I thought I had chances if we fought, but you know he had better chances for sure. He was ahead by like 2.5 minutes, and he was like he had groove fully charged. I didn't. It was 10 tier 2. Like I was probably gonna lose the game anyway, but instead of like losing it slowly, you know, he got his moment. It's good when the other guy gets his moment.
Yeah, it's nice. Plus, there was like okay, I lost game one, but like now it's 1-1. So now it was really exciting to watch for us because like now it's like even again, right? So now it's like, ooh, okay, let's get into the next one. When
That
games-
said, 1-1 isn't even. 1-1 is good for me because
Oh yeah, because you win the first one, right?
yeah, winning the first one means I get like coin flip advantage for the third one, and assuming I like win that, which with coin flip advantage in a close match is more likely than not. Then I'll have coin flip advantage again for the 5th game if we go there. So, you know, it's slightly better for me, whereas coming into the set, it was better for him because he was coming from winners, so he had the advantage like that, coin advantage. So it was slightly different, but basically even is, yeah. So,
Yeah.
Koya gave an explanation for why he went Gilg in YouTube chat.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm wondering because like it's his worst map. Like he told me many
Yes.
times, I'm pretty sure, and like publicly too. It's his worst map. So I'm like, what? I thought like
Yeah, Koya says-
Mastro picked it.
Koya said, I went Guild because I was struggling to do any prep or calc since yesterday and had no practice game to get out of that mood.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
wanted to
yeah,
go for a more calc heavy game to try to get back in the mood.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
that makes sense.
yeah, that happens.
Aha,
And-
we started with Koya of all his practice partners.
But I thought it wouldn't happen to Saykoya. I thought Saykoya was the last person that would like get in a bad mood. Like, honestly, and this is one of the things I greatly respect about him. Like, which is weird because usually you respect things people like choose, but I feel like this is almost innate. I think he enjoys this game more than anybody else. He just loves the game, and that does wonders for his mental. He always wants to play more, to prep more, to do more Wargroove. Like he LTCs the game too. He does everything. He loves it
Oh.
more than anybody.
Although he said he didn't do much practice recently, which was
Yeah,
something that surprised me.
I'm saying that's really weird. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah, it
didn't
is.
expect that. So it
Did-
would happen to Saykoya.
Did
all the
both
Oh,
of you playing Athena Crisis just like completely
Yeah.
impact this finals?
I was gonna say that as well.
It's that too, yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, it's,
I don't think it mattered too much other than
Yeah.
game one, him dropping that lethal maybe. Like, honestly, although I didn't practice this much, specifically, no, not this, that much, specifically for grand finals, I felt like my play was very solid. Like,
I agree, yeah.
If you don't want to say it's fun, but did you have any practice games? Because it seemed like you had some practice. Like you were
no,
trash.
like the last week before grand finals, I barely practiced. I got like one game with Sneaky. No, one game with Sneaky was like after game one, or was it after game two? Like, something like that. Yeah, after game one, I think. So like during grand finals.
Oh,
And
yeah.
before that, a couple of games with Sparky.
Yeah,
I was
but I haven't
trying to
been
get
available
games
that
with Math, but he couldn't.
I think that's good because like usually you don't want to practice while the set is actually going on. Like if you want to practice,
No,
like, do
but
it
like
week.
even the week before the set, I didn't get practice.
Oh yeah, that's ouch.
Like I barely got a few games with Sparky, basically. I think was all.
that's ideal.
Yeah, but I still think I looked good. That's weird. Like sometimes you also like get tired or burn out with practice. I don't know. Like that.
Yeah.
I have like famously low stamina. Saykoya says he had nobody to practice with. I thought you were practicing with more people than me, not less.
Koya also approached me for practice. Unfortunately, I was also very unavailable. Like,
I didn't really have time either. Like he messaged me a few times, but I was like, when I had time for like one game, but after that we couldn't practice so much. I just had like stuff to do.
So
Koya's famous last mistake was not asking the person who doesn't play the game anymore.
so
Tisk.
I have a bit of a personal thing here where I was playing a little bit against Saykoya this morning because we have our TYM game, but I've been winning for most of it, and I was like, if I like keep winning, is that gonna like mess up Saykoya's mental going into finals? So I actually stopped playing because I was like, do I want to like mess with his mental? So apologies to Saykoya. In the future, feel free to ask me for practice, but I was just like, I don't want to like interfere with the finals by like beating one of the people just before they play.
That's funny.
Apologies
sure.
to everybody out there watching. It was all my fault. Nah, I'm joking, but like,
Yeah, I knew Skyro was practicing with Saykoya, or rather Saykoya was practicing with Skyro. But Skyro hasn't been around too much lately. So that's a big reason why Saykoya couldn't get many games, I guess. Anyway, what else is there to say? I think the biggest thing that happened and I'll explain it properly here. I think the most important thing in this set was what I did yesterday. Not the Ras itself. So remember how Gilgamesh has been Koya's permaban? Heist has been my
Heist.
permaban. But I know that Heist is FTA. Why is Heist FTA? Because CO starts on one side and front switches to the other in the opening, which means that compared to every other unit on that side, CO is one turn quicker if you're P1 and like half a turn later if you're like P2. So this gives TA. It desyncs CO and makes him like it's effectively the same as like P1 CO being one turn ahead if CO doesn't front switch. It's big. It's like actually big. To the point where it gave me a big advantage on the Ras, even though I think like some of my movements weren't ideal. Especially with my defensive forces. His defensive forces moved better, except for the last turn before I put Fines down. But before that, before I talk about the game again, even though I already started doing it. So Heist is my permaban. And I know that Saykoya is better than me on Heist. But then I realized that I have flip on game 3. And I realized that I probably want to go player B. There were some ideas to go player A, but I won't talk about that. So let's say I go player B and I ban Heist as I usually do. Then he goes on open season, probably. And he has very strong chances of like just stalling me out and winning with a timeout. Or a grind or whatever. And then if I lose like that on game 3, because open season isn't very TA, or at least I haven't found any way to make a big TA on open season. If I lose like that, then even if I win game 4, game 5 she can force me to go either on Locus, which is bad for me and has very big TA, or on Heist, which is like slightly less bad for me and has like less TA than Locus. So I will have to go Heist, but as P2. And I will basically almost always lose that game. So then I went, but what if I just don't ban Heist and ban open season instead? Then he can go to Gilgamesh, his own permaban, which he probably doesn't want to do. He can go to Meadow, which is like probably my best map in the pool. Or he can go to Heist and give me TA. And the thing is, if I win, the set is over. I don't think he can come back from like losing on his best map. But even if I lose, then I can't be forced into a bad Heist game 5. So I'm still in the tournament if I lose. And then I'm like, he also doesn't expect me to go Heist. And Saykoya is a player who really preps for the opponent. And he's never gonna expect that I'll allow Heist to be played. So I can do some like... I can prep some Ras quickly. Hope it works. If it does, I win the tournament almost every time. And if it doesn't, I mean... It's still less risky than most alternatives. So...
So I guess, and to everybody listening right now, I think the reason why Mastro is saying like he would be forced into Heist game 5 is because the other option is Locus, which has significant TA.
Yeah.
So
Heist is
you're
also
forced into
TA,
picking the
but
remaining
Locus
map.
is even bigger TA, and Koya is better than me on both maps, so, you know, pick the less bad situation, Heist, but I'm gonna lose no matter what I do, basically. Like, I think I lose more than 3 out of 4 times if I go P2 on Heist, because Ras ideas are just too slow, and playing the game normally, come on, against Saykoya on Heist? I'm gonna get timed out and outgrinded and outplayed. And I'm bad with thieves, so I'll like eat a billion steals and like won't be close. So I couldn't allow that. There was no way I could allow a game 5 Heist situation. And the only way to make it like impossible was, well, I couldn't make it impossible. Technically he could have picked Meadow game 3. But then I win Meadow. probably, and then I also don't go to heist. But the only way for it to be impossible is if he picks heist, which I thought he obviously would. There was no way, like, the other guy opens his bad map and you don't pick it. Also, Saykoya doesn't believe in TA as much as I do. He thinks usually that playing a map that's really good for you is better than having TA. Which would have probably worked for him on heist if I didn't have a Ras. With a Ras, TA matters a lot. Yeah, and that was game 3. Yeah, and game 4 was today.
Yeah.
I
And
think I played great.
Yeah, I think you just played really solid. Like, you just didn't give him any openings. Took very slight eco advantage and then built golems and then...
Yeah, so in
I'm
Gilgamesh... Oh, Sparty, go on.
I'm mildly surprised that Koya didn't choose to kill the knight with dragon. Because that does leave P1 with a pretty that is their advantage. It's knight first, and getting that center is one of like the strongest things you can do with that knight advantage.
Yeah,
And-
but I had Wargroove at that moment.
Yeah, but that didn't reach. So yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. It gets
Yeah,
complicated. I think we were talking about this before. After
No. So the thing with Wargroove is that I hit the... So, first of all, if he kills my knight and then covers with his knight, then I kill his knight and damage his dragon. If he kills my knight, I hit his dragon, then tries to kill my mage, by then Wolfer is in range and whatever he kills my mage with gets grooved. Something like that. And and his CO is on the other side of the map, like not healed, right? I also base skipped for my own dragon to prevent this. So basically I win a fight there. That's the thing. Like, if you can kill my knight, dragon gets hit, then you also pick up my mage for free. That's good for the dragon player. But then he doesn't pick up my mage for free. Then he picks up my mage, and then I have Wolfer with Groove and Dragon and all my swords in range. And I just win the fight. And he also trades very hard early and without his CO, and I probably snowball from there. That was my
So, yeah.
idea.
So I guess our discussion was more over Wolfhard Ditto, I think. Was what it
Yeah,
was.
or Zawan Ditto, or anything
Yeah.
Ditto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything Ditto, and if his CO is just healed and ready to fight center, I can't do that attack thingy. And then the game is very different. The reason I had such a great game was that I was able to just dominate center for free, and he just couldn't step center. And it was so easy to play. That's also how Sparky had a huge advantage on me in the Wolfer Ditto.
Yeah, I delayed you by one turn by sacking sword by hitting from road. But
Yeah.
Koya did it by himself by just hitting sword.
Yeah, that sword was gonna stay there and whack again if he didn't hit it. Because that delays even more if he heals there to kill it. Or it could delay less, but then I'm still P1 and I just got to deny more recon for him. So that was the plan. When he hit my sword, I felt really good because I knew if he hits it from there, even though I haven't gone on road, then I can put it on forest and it survives.
Yeah.
So I keep my sword and I delay. And then the nail in the coffin was like when my dragon was able to deny Zawan from going on the mountain.
Yeah.
Then it's over. Like, he can't contest center, and it's not over, but then it becomes very easy for me to be aggro, and very hard for him to like do anything except like be passive and get column spammed, and he has to suffer. Has to suffer a lot, and like when one of us is in that position in our matchup, me versus Saykoya, like that person usually loses. None of us is like good enough at like turning that kind of initiative advantage around.
Well, I
Not
guess-
consistently enough, I guess. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, I guess like we're coming to the end of the interview. We can talk way more about this on the podcast, which will be probably coming up later in the week. Yeah, we need to figure something out. I mean, I'm away next weekend, so we'll need to pick a day for it. But
I mean, tournament is already over, so we can do it whenever.
That's
Like,
true. Yeah, I
we're
mean,
not pressed for
I
that.
would note that there isn't a huge amount left in the calendar for us to like do stuff in before the end of the year, so we're not going to see any like big events or anything like that. We might do. Actually, we can't even do an anniversary celebration because technically this was the anniversary celebration, which worked out kind of nicely. But
World Finals as the anniversary celebration is pretty cool, right?
that is pretty cool, and it wasn't even done on purpose, which is also kind of funny. But Mastro, you're now world champion. I guess there are two questions. One, what are you gonna do with your remote slot on the Discord?
I mean, it's gotta be some kind of boss meme, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this is the main meme. I, I- I might think of something else, and I will discuss it with you guys. I will discuss it on the podcast too. Like, you should give me your best ideas, but you know, I like some bass thing. If we could like, unless we have something with like plot armor. Plot armor was also I think this tournament with me and Saykoya. I don't know.
The boss was pretty funny.
Yeah. The bus has been lost. MVCam lost the bus in the national game. The bus.
Exactly. I mean, in a way, the boss is this. It's like the symbol of plot armor, right? You have plot armor, and so your opponent gets hit by a boss.
Yeah.
Right. That's why. And since I had the strongest plot armor, maybe my emote should be the boss thing. But again, I could change my mind, or you guys could give me a better idea. Mm,
I guess like the last thing is what's in the future for you now? Like we're going a little bit of a hiatus, so events will probably kick off again next year. Probably do like something small before the end of the year, but
I mean, I've neglected uni for a while, so I should probably, do something about that. But I'm also not sure that I've shown what I wanted to show, and I've done everything I could do in Wargroove. So I'm not sure if I'll try hard for the next tournament or not. I might not. I might take a tournament off and like play in a more relaxed manner the next one, and then try hard again the one after. Or I might never try hard again, or I might immediately try hard like the next tournament. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do yet.
There's a bunch of time before the next one starts up. You have time to decide.
Yeah, but for sure I'll have to, actually study. That was a time key meme. I remember.
oh yeah, he stopped playing just to focus on school.
Yeah, but then at some point, like, he had studying after his name in like parentheses, and then later it was actually studying. So like the first time he wasn't actually studying, he was kind of studying. But yeah, that's me, like in a nutshell, my whole life. Am I studying? I mean, kind of, but not really. Now I need to be actually studying, probably.
Okay. Anyone else have any thoughts before we wrap this up? I mean, this could also just include congratulating him.
Congrats,
I can't
Mastro.
believe we got the worst timeline. It's over, everyone. It's so over. The ego on this lad. It's. I'm telling you, bad things, bad things. We needed Saykoya, that we needed the villain to win for balance, and we didn't get that. So
Also,
we're screwed.
where's Goose at? Goose, I asked Goose at some point because I was mad. She was always cheering like for my opponents and against me, like every time. And at some point, I asked her like, "What would it take for you to actually cheer for me?" Like she's like, "Maybe don't ban my map and play on it at some point, right?" And then maybe. And that happened. I won on heist. That was the most important thing in like the tournament. The heist.
And then she, proceeds,
Where
and then
you
she
at?
proceeds to forget the promise. Because it's been
Yeah,
a while.
Or not.
Alright,
But
well,
yeah.
on that note, I just want to say thank you to everybody who competed. Thank you to everybody who watched. It has been. I think everybody helped run this thing. Like I did a lot of the work. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, right? Like I did. And I'm definitely going to be taking a step back from a lot of things next year. I'll still be doing commentary, I'll still be streaming, but I'll still help a little bit here and there. But thank you to everybody who's like helped do with things with maps, everybody helped test stuff, everybody who gave feedback on, you know, the formats and everything like that. This is just the first year of Wargroove 2. Like, there's definitely going to be more of this coming into the future. And also, a thank you to Chucklefish as well, and Robotality for also making this game, first of all. I think they've done a really good job in a lot of ways. There's definitely a couple bits here and there that I think we can all we'd all like to see some improvements on, but I've had a great time with Wargroove 2 so far. I look forward to playing it more in the future. I look forward to commentating it more in the future. And also, they've provided us with some extra prizes for the event as well, so we're going to be asking all the top 8 for their addresses and handing them over to Chocofish so they can send out t-shirts. I think, Mastro, you get a collector's edition of the game as well.
Nice.
So you're gonna have a few packages come in the mail because I'm gonna have to go make a trophy for you. Which I will ask for a photo of it on your shelf or desk or whatever once it arrives. But yeah, I mean, but yeah, just thank you everybody once again. It's been like an absolute pleasure, and there will be more stuff in the future, so don't worry. But we're gonna probably just like do some TYMs for a while. And then have some like more announcements of future stuff coming up soon.
Also, thank you, Barrett, for making like this tournament possible. It probably wouldn't have happened at all without you, and even if it did happen, it would have been way worse, right? I think
You're
everybody
MVP of
can.
this tournament.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, Barrett has been like doing most of the work behind the scenes for this community for a long time now, and you know he's gonna take a step back. So hopefully we'll be able to deal with stuff without him. Well, not without him, but you know.
I do want to say it has been an absolute pleasure over the past, I want to say like 6 months, maybe like a little bit before that, but there's a lot of people coming up and stepping up and being like, yeah, I'll help do commentary, yeah, I'll help run streams, yeah, I'll help with map stuff. Like, the map team has been doing a fantastic job. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing how they're going to go. We have new people coming in. Shoutouts to Marco, who's been doing some fantastic work as well, and I think he's a very promising map maker going into the future as well. And yeah, like I think like 8 months ago it would have just been me commentating by myself, because like a lot of people have stuff going on in their lives, everybody's busy, but like I've been flooded with people helping out with like commentary over the past like few months, and it's been an absolute pleasure. It really has. I look forward to doing more commentary with everybody in the future.
Blame Mastro for that one.
Yeah.
There is that thing
forced
about-
Ollie to commentate some games.
There's been that thing of the people who are playing in the tournament are also the main commentators, but now we just have more good people who can commentate now, so
Yeah, that's great, right? This doesn't happen in like any other thing, as far as I know. I've seen it in chess sometimes, like some super grandmaster who like, but it's a super grandmaster who isn't playing in the tournament, but still they have great input. But you know, now you have like the best players who are also in the tournament commentating. It's great.
yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. So yeah, just everybody thank you. I appreciate the kind words as well. Like, I've definitely I'm not gonna lie, I've put a lot of time and effort into this, and I've definitely been very cranky at points because of that, so I'm looking forward to kind of relaxing a bit more, like you were saying, Mastro, just like taking it a bit easier for a while.
You deserve some rest. And you know, this isn't like even your job, right? This is a hobby. People shouldn't be struggling so hard and doing that much work for a hobby, right?
Yeah, and I think also this is a shout out to anybody listening. Like, if you're interested in helping out, like, we're always like looking for people who can help out with like all sorts of things, honestly. Like, I've been doing streaming, commentating, graphic design, which is not a thing I'm good at, social media, which I dropped the ball on a little this time around, but admin, writing up tournament pages, giving some input to the map team, but mostly just to prompt them to like be the best versions of themselves, I think is the way I would put it, where I'm not like ordering them around or anything. I'm just like I need feedback from you guys. Like, here's here's a structure for how to give that in a way that's like useful, and they've been really stepping up and doing a great job on that front. So yeah, anybody who wants to help with anything, more than welcome to come in, and we'll be doing. I think that's one of the things we'll be doing over the next few months is like really kind of like not a big restructure or anything, but just like saying, hey, like we're gonna try and like make it so that like stuff isn't falling on like one person's lap, as like it's being carried by multiple people. So okay,
Oh,
that's-
one final thing.
Okay.
I almost forgot. Zeronix, where you at? Come back, I wanna fight. I wanna fight. She got me last time. But now I have one tournament under my belt too. And it's time. It's time. I wanna meet you again in bracket.
Yeah, well, maybe we could organize something a bit sooner than that as well. But all right, thank you everybody. We're out. That's us for today. That's us for this year. As far as championship goes, we will be doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. But for now, I'm gonna go eat and I'm gonna go relax and I'm gonna take some nice time for myself. So thank you everybody. I'll catch you all soon.
See y'all later.
See ya, everyone.